Hey, JDS, John Coopy, Max 420. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? Hey, Max Air 420. Hope you're doing good. Just finishing setting up here, guys. Won't be long. Yep, big dog for sure, John. How's everybody doing? Change microphones. Hold on. Forgot about that. There we go. Changing exhaust in your car today. That's good. That shouldn't cost too much today. Oh yeah. Hey, Man Cave, Heath, how you doing? God, Nanya, if you're in the chat, I didn't see your video yet. Very sorry. Didn't have a chance yet. How you doing up there, Heath? Oh, we're supposed to go up to 81 today. Fahrenheit. Not bad. It's doing 66 right now outdoors. But we got no storms in sight at all. It's doing 19 Celsius right now here. Okay. It's cool there, Man Cave. Yeah. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hey, Roger, how are you?
Not bad, not bad. Just eating good food this morning.
It's good. Keeping healthy.
Yeah.
Did you do anything with the camera yet?
Did I do anything with the camera? Tell you the truth, Paul, we had lots of fun.
That is play fun, right?
Oh, quiet. Yeah, I'll take it out of Zoom mode. Are you seeing this, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, I see it zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom it out there. We put it on the same post where the yellow one was,
Okay.
and it's working very good.
Oh, so you can pan it and everything just like right
Yeah.
from right from there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had a lot of fun putting it up with all the bees, the wasp, and everything in there.
Oh.
And you know, Kim only has one leg and is on a ladder with it, right?
Yeah. Oh, I imagine the air was a little salty.
Oh yeah.
I'm just amazed at for the kind of money that is, how good it is.
The lawn has to be cut again. Oh, it's supposed to be a beautiful day today. Finally.
Cool. So you think you get to fly today?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
I
got
was gonna
nothing
say
to do.
you've been grounded long enough.
Yeah, I got nothing to do today, so I'll be flying.
Cool.
All I did is try and zoom it in, but I don't want to zoom it in too much. I want to get that bird feeder, but I don't know how to stop it.
Well, I think can't you? Does it roll it in or out? I don't know. I can't remember. On the Zoom, I think it just clicks in, and I think it has to do with a setting, as far as I remember.
Yeah, well, like we put it up yesterday, and I didn't have very much time to play with it, so
Yeah.
I'll stop sharing for now.
I give you something to play with.
Oh yeah.
And as you go along, you'll adjust it. I've been adjusting my one cam a little bit here and there, trying to get it so that the horizon. I don't mind if it does a little bit of fisheye like on the street out there, but
Yeah.
I don't want it look like it's going downhill or uphill. So I'm out there adjusting it periodically. Probably got one more adjustment I need to do because it's not bad, but it's not exactly the way I would like it to be.
Okay. Hey, Red Dog, how you doing? About time, cold fly. Yeah, it's gonna be very nice today. Yeah. Is that Kimmy hiding in the bushes? No, Kimmy's hiding underneath his blankets in his bed. Hey, Sam Hayden.
How's the temperature there this morning, Roger?
It's doing 66 Fahrenheit right now.
Oh, that's good because we're only at 70 here.
Okay. Only at 70.
Oh, we're going to 80, 88 today. Supposedly. And I got
Okay.
a request from a friend of mine, Roger, that has the media company. He wants me to go fly the demonstration downtown today, and it's like,
Are you allowed doing that during demonstrations?
yeah, because I use the Zoom, I'm off to the side. But
Hey, Geek Savannah, good morning.
it's not something that I'm looking forward to doing, you know.
What time is this supposed to happen?
Well, 3:00.
Okay. Red Dog going to be 90 here today. Wow. Okay there, Sam, no problem. Geek Savannah, how you been doing? You've been doing a lot of reporting lately. That's great. Nice to see that. Fathom Hodges, how you doing?
I was worried about Geek Savannah because I can't pull him up. You know, when I go to YouTube and type in Geek Savannah,
Oh yeah.
it says it is. In fact, here, if you'll allow me to screen share, I'll go over there and show you what I'm looking at. Let me pull up another YouTube page. YouTube.
Everybody check out Geek Savannah's channel. He's doing a fantastic job on reporting on drone news.
I'm still disabled, Roger.
Oh, you are? Oh, sorry. I keep on forgetting to fix that in the mornings. Hey, you. Good morning, morning.
Good morning, guys.
What you up to?
Just getting ready to go out droning in about an hour.
Oh, good.
First.
Okay, what I'm going to show you here is I go up here and I type in Geek Savannah, right? That's the right.
No, take the A out after the S.
Oh, it's just Geek Savannah?
Yeah.
Okay, well let me put it up there and then I'll just take the A out. Because they see that's what I was getting.
Okay.
Input error.
There you go.
Oh, right, okay.
First result. Look at that.
I told you, getting old is, I tell you, it's a struggle every day.
I know. I feel you.
Did you take your meds this morning, Paul?
What day is today?
Friday.
Freya's
but I
Day
will.
for you.
But I will just for you, Roger.
Slug him back, big fella.
Oh, that's cool there, Phantom Hodges. I hope you get nice weather for being at the trailer today. I know all the camping grounds are open up here. They opened up since Monday.
Doing good, Sam. Thanks for asking, bud. Getting ready to fly today. Yeah, been a while.
It's Friday.
It's Fly Day. That's a good one, Paul. But,
Welcome to Fly Day.
Freaky Fly Days.
That's it. Hey, Sam, how you doing? Yeah, I see in the chat that you put in there how to get to Geek Savannah. I should have known that. And I spelled it like we were talking about being out on the savannah, you know?
Yeah. Well, I tested my barbecue yesterday.
Oh,
All
yeah.
my hard work paid off. It worked.
Good.
I was
Cool.
worried. I'll tell you, when I had that part left over, I'm thinking, what the? Anyway, no, it worked fine.
Hey, seen Geek Savannah? I sent you an email link in case you want to come in. You got time? If you don't have time, I got time. You are very busy. He's been putting out the news a lot lately.
Yeah, no
Easy
kidding.
drone.
Easy, Joan dude. Good morning. Good morning.
How's Arizona today?
Imagine hot.
Yeah.
I imagine it's damn hot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get up to 28 degrees here today, so.
I see AZ's been busy making adapters for the controllers. That's cool.
Oh,
Who's that?
AZ drone dude.
Oh, okay.
He does printing.
Yeah.
sorry to hear that, Phantom Hodges. I hope she's okay.
And I
It's a
think
long
it
time
was.
to wait.
I think I saw his latest. He sent to. I think Michael. Which is nice.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Geek Savannah. Phantom Hodges. Yeah, we took down the old cam, we put up the new one, and had lots of fun.
Oh, that's good.
So are you happy with the new cam, or do you see a difference, or is it the same as the last one?
It's well, I love the zoom on it. You know, it's a lot better with the zoom. No, I like it. Now the other one, I'm figuring where the hell am I gonna put it up now? I gotta figure out a place.
Well, you could put it in Kim's bedroom.
Oh God, no. I don't want to see horror films.
Hey, David.
Oh God, no. Brett Arios, good morning. I don't want to see horror films.
Hey, David.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, you look cold down there, David.
Yeah, it is cold, wet, and windy.
You gotta mute your YouTube.
I'm wearing tropical shirts today, man. It's hot here.
Sorry, I thought I'd done that.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
Sam.
Hey, we all do that often.
I thought
Well, except for Hugh, he's pretty methodical. I don't think I've ever seen Hugh come on and have the delayed feedback.
Once in a while. Once in a while. I mean, I'm close to perfect, Paul, but
Yeah.
ask my wife. She'll tell you the same thing.
Well, that's what we heard. We heard that. She's writing a book that says that I am the luckiest girl in the world
Right?
to have a fantastic guy as my husband.
I mean, ladies.
Yep.
What more do I need to say?
Yep.
You sure close
I
was
can
the
smell the
word?
cow shit all around me now. It's terrible.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch because it's going to be on the bestsellers list in the New York Times coming out soon.
There you go, Geek Spot. He deliberately puts in errors so he looks less than the perfect guy he is. You shouldn't have outed me like that, man. I tell you. You guys crack me up.
Phantom Hodges says hi to David.
So I'm driving an hour to fly today. If I can't fly, I'm going to cry. I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to be crying. I'm telling you that. Because last week
Really?
it was too windy.
Are you going to a park or something, or?
I'm actually going to go to my neighbor's again because he's got 600 acres, right?
Okay.
I'm just going to fly the fields, maybe fly around the barn structures, he's got some silos, grain stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Cool.
get lucky if somebody's got a tractor out. I'll follow some tractors or something.
Well, I've been checking out 3 of the places I go to fly. Today we went out in the car just to see, and one of them is trashed. One of them I can't get to because they've dug up the road, but the other one's good. It's the one that's trashed. They put up another power line. That one is completely unusable now. There was 2 power lines. There was 1 power line already there, but you could fly off in the other direction. They've now put another power line up, which shuts off that direction.
Now you're flying the Spark, right, David?
Yeah.
That's pretty susceptible to that power line interference for sure.
Well, it's not just the interference; it's just blocked. You would have to go straight up about 100 feet. They're big pylons. You'd have to go straight up about 100 feet before you had any chance of flying anywhere.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's too risky bringing it back. And it was part of that work that the other site has been. You just can't get to it. They've ruined the road. It'll settle down, and maybe in a few months' time it'll be possible.
But for now, it's a little inconvenient.
Now
Right?
it's not. Yeah. So it's in the same area. So that area is just out for now for flying.
Yeah.
But,
Sure.
we'll get there. But it's a non-flying day today. The weather's even worse. Well, you can see I've got an extra layer on this morning, and it's raining. It's cold.
It's raining
windy.
dogs and cats, or cats and dogs.
I'm not sure because they're bouncing and coming back down.
Oh, okay. So it must be raining cats because they're bouncing. You know how cats gonna kind of spring up and.
Oh dear. But yeah, it's it's typical. I mean, we had glorious weather, and it's just like a switch. And they reckon it's going to go into next week.
Yeah.
Less wind tomorrow, so we can hope for the. We can hope for.
Most of my time in Scotland, it was cool.
Oh yeah, it doesn't get really hot.
No.
Just the odd day, but it would be nice in June for it to be a little bit warmer than it is.
I remember being at Dunnottar Castle one time, and it was probably July or August, and I was freezing. It was like there was some kind of cold, bitter wind off the sea, and it was just, oh my God, I was shaken to the bone.
If the wind's in the north or the east, it is absolutely freezing. Yeah, and of course I think it's a northeasterly at the moment, so we got no chance. The Norwegians sending all their cold weather to us.
Yeah.
But
Well-
yeah. It's part of living where we live.
Okay, Phantom Hodges, no problem. Red Dog Jones, nice to see you this morning.
Morning, Red Dog.
Sorry, God, I wasn't gonna chow. It's just eating some oranges.
All right, that's good for you. I can sure. I don't know about you guys, but I can just see a difference in Roger's weight within the last month.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna have to start calling him the Godfather, the Thin Man.
thin man.
Yeah. Good morning, JDS. What's up?
You know, as you lose weight too, Roger, I noticed that your chair looks like it's growing. It's starting to look massive.
It's swallowing him up, right?
Yeah.
I'll go let the dog out and I'm gonna go and wash my hands.
What,
Okay,
you let the
Roger.
dog out?
Yep, let the dog out. Yep.
That's so yesterday.
I know, I can't help it.
No, actually, it was today, right, Hugh?
Not me. I
Actually,
haven't let a dog out in a long time.
You know what I have to laugh at? What was those kind of pants, or what is it? Parachute pants, not parachute pants, but the big fluffy bottom pants. Who was that singer dancer that
MC Hammer.
got Hammer Time? Yeah, with the great big huge.
Oh yeah, I used to wear pants like that.
He looked like he was in the movie Aladdin. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah, I used to break dance in the '80s, and I
Did ya?
wore pants. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
I did.
all I can say is I used to not break dance in the 80s.
No, I wasn't any
Nowadays-
good, but still.
Nowadays, I never dance, but if I did, I'd break something. You know?
Yeah, you call it a break dance.
Yeah.
The movie we were talking about yesterday.
What's that?
The movie we were talking about yesterday.
Which one?
Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the show?
I haven't watched it. I've got hold of the movie.
Okay, the movie is really good. The television show, if
It's
you're bored, you know.
I don't know how I missed it. It's the kind of thing I would have watched or would watch even. So you know, from the synopsis and the critics. Well, the critics I sometimes go the opposite way to them, but but it looks like I don't know how I missed it. That's what unless it.
Yeah. It's got Chris Evans in it too, right? I think so. It's pretty. There's some good star power in it.
Yeah, there's some. Just from what I've seen.
Yep.
You know, there's a few in it, so pass.
It's a ridiculous concept. I mean, you know, like just the
Yeah.
notion that a train is still going to be running, and also the train runs on a perpetual motion engine.
Yeah.
So,
That might.
That's about as sci-fi as you can get.
well, violating all laws of physics, right? But
Well, here's what, if you wanted to write a script, Hugh, here you go. I'll give you the idea. You move into, now we're into the year 3030, okay? And what they do is they have colonies that they have set up with 100,000 people in the Arizona desert with all the amenities and all the infrastructure and everything. And they have these towers around the outside, and they can transport you anywhere in the universe if you want to live there for a day or two. Then they can turn around and transport it back or transport it to another location.
Dang, Paul, your mitts are really good.
But I mean, think about it. In that bubble that's created, all your air, oxygen, everything you need to sustain life, and you just can go and they can even put the bubble into a, let's say, a rotation around another planet, so you could be above it, like a, kind of like a Christmas tree bulb, floating around.
Red Dog Jones says it's been done, Paul. Yep.
It's been
Paul's
done.
done.
There is a question I've got for a subplot there, Paul.
What's that?
Has the UK left the European Union yet?
Oh,
They haven't, not yet.
No.
In that film.
In that film?
Oh,
you want me to send you a link, Phantom Highs? Try to test out your new headphone and microphone?
It's an ongoing UK joke, that one. Whenever there's a film set in the future now.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on?
Somebody's going to make a film about this year one day, aren't they?
oh, come on, absolutely.
Well, what was the film years ago where the premise was that the world was divided into two sections. Either it was the Russians with everybody else, and it was the US with South America, North America, and we were all our own entity. That was before the union over there. But somebody, I think it was in the 60s or 70s. Maybe it was.
It's not ringing any bells. Is it a plague movie? Like, is that what you're referring to? It's a pandemic?
Yeah, it's a movie. No, a movie about.
Right. Is it about
not a plague, about governmental structure.
Oh, okay. No, I
That
haven't.
they're,
Well, I thought there was a little bit of 1984 in what you were saying, but that's not that kind of thing. And
I don't think it turned out to be very popular, but that was back in the days when I was a kid and I used to go watch every movie just because it was like Dollar Day or something.
yeah, there used to be that. You could see, I think it was a Saturday, first thing on a Saturday morning, you could go into the pictures.
And if there was, and at that age, when you were like 11, 12 years old, and they had some hot babe in a bathing suit, it's like, oh my, I want to see that again.
Now, when I was a kid, I'd go to these big theaters, right? You'd leave once the movie was done. I would sneak back and just walk into the next movie. We'd sit there and do that all day. There wasn't much for security back then, right?
Well, as long as you changed your seat, you were good.
Price of one ticket, you could sit there for the whole day and watch movies.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing on a Saturday was next to nothing, and they just let you sit. But they don't do that now, of course. It's
Oh no,
because
it's too expensive. They got greedy, right?
Well, I think what happened, maybe I'm wrong, maybe somebody of you people know more about the movie biz, but I think they used to, like the theaters would rent the movie and show it for a particular amount of time, and it was just a set fee. Now they want ticket sales included in there so that it's a set fee plus a percentage of the ticket sales.
No clue.
I don't know. I'm not in the business, but I do know it costs a fortune to go these days.
Yeah.
Much, yeah.
And that's without thinking about food. That's just sit and watch the movie. Tickets are a ridiculous price.
Yeah, $10 a box of popcorn.
Well, yeah, there's that as well. Yeah.
$5 hot dogs.
I mean, come on. When you can buy a 65-inch TV for $400, why would you want to go to the movie theater?
Yeah.
I'd much rather just sit home and watch it on my big TV.
Especially when you get older, you don't want to have to trudge to the bathroom every hour.
Exactly.
Hey, Oscar, where the hell you get a deal like that for a 65-inch TV?
My son bought one. I don't know if it was on Amazon or one of these places, but yeah, they're cheap. I think he paid
65 inch.
$400.
Dang.
65 inch, yeah.
Roger wants
Well,
a
I got this. I got this 60-inch delivered for $280.
Yeah, that's American. I'm talking about the Canadian side.
Let's take a look. Let me look on Best Buy right now. I'll tell you what the
There you
cheapest.
go.
cheapest
Because I was gonna buy a 65 inch, but they're too freaking expensive here.
Not anymore.
That was you bought that TV what about 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah.
Well, that's how much it dropped.
Hey, Nomad Unbroken, how you doing?
Best match. Let's go price load high.
In fact, I've got a video projector in the other room that'll do a 20, 25 or 30-foot screen.
Red Dog says just as bad as ballparks. Ball $10 for a beer.
Yeah.
For a dog. $4.50 a Coke. Oh my
Yep.
God. And then you ask why people aren't going out that much to sports.
Well, they're not going out to ballparks now.
Roger, here, take a look at this one. That's $569. So that's not 400, but my son got it on sale at the time.
Yeah.
But that's
65
65
inch.
inches.
Okay, that's one of those. Okay, yeah.
There you go.
What's the manufacturer?
It went down. Oh, it's refurbished. Okay.
But you can find deals like, you just
Yeah.
look around on Best Buy or Amazon. And my son got it on sale. It was normally maybe 600 or something, but
Yeah, this one here, I got $680 altogether with the taxes and everything.
yeah, okay. Yeah, here's a Philips 650. Yeah, I guess he got it on sale.
Yeah,
Now, what size is yours, Roger?
55.
55.
It's a Sharp. I bought a Sharp though.
Well, the extra 10 inches when you go this way doesn't make a big difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Now,
that's
to a woman doing that is different, but as far as the TV size,
Yeah.
Now the ironic thing is, in my living room, I've only got a 55-inch TV, but my son has the 65-inch in his bedroom. It's one whole wall is a friggin' TV,
Yeah, well, it costs you a lot less heating in his bedroom.
The
Yeah.
biggest TV I've got is 40 inches.
oh wow,
We
you
just
are
don't-
living. I'm gonna start calling you caveman.
Oh, look at that beard, eh?
Hey, Paul, how you
Hey,
doing?
Paul, how you doing?
Okay, is my microphone working?
Yeah, working good.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know. I just got this yesterday, so just trying to play with it, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh, I like the
Sounds
hat
good.
there, Paul.
yeah,
Maple Leafs.
yeah, my lighting's not the greatest here.
So you're upstairs now in your new room.
Yep, yeah, well, the background, I got a white sheet hanging up for now, to hide some of the stuff.
Well, what you can do, Paul, is you can go down in the bottom left-hand corner, and you can put in a background behind you automatically on Zoom.
Oh, okay, I'll have to play with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's down next to the camera there, the up arrow. You click that, and it says choose a virtual background, and it's like this is one of my favorites right here.
Okay, mine at the bottom says mute and stop video. Huh.
I recognise that first picture, Hugh.
Okay,
Oh, the first one, that's Canadian Parliament. Oh no, that's Big Ben. Sorry.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna make a coffee.
Picky, that's not Big Ben.
Oh no, it's not.
That's the
What was that?
Westminster Clock Tower.
Was it? Oh, I'm sorry. See,
Big Ben's the bell inside it.
I'm full of. Oh, okay. I'm getting schooled here, boys.
Yes, yeah, I've been transported to the Caribbean.
Even people who live in London, they call it Big Ben, but it's
At least I know the bridge is called the Tower Bridge, not the London Bridge. So okay, at least I know that.
Yeah, we sold the London Bridge
That's right. To the American.
to America. Yeah,
It's in Arizona somewhere, right?
yeah. Poor man thought he was getting the Tower Bridge. That would be like America selling the Statue of Liberty, wouldn't it?
Right? Right. There, Paul. Now you look like you're ready to give a TED talk about astrophysics or something.
How come that works for you and Paul, right? But for me, it doesn't.
Why?
Because I don't know. I've tried it a couple of times and it just doesn't work. I answer no, I haven't got a green screen. It says stop.
No, you don't have to click on green screen, but it just says mirror my video.
Right?
I mean, there I am with Roxy, interviewing Roxy. Well, how are you today, Roxy? Good.
That's cute.
Leave me alone, Roxy says. Leave me alone.
I'm so depressed.
That's it.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, David. It's,
I don't know,
it's
it's
clipping a little bit, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is working better now. It's obviously with the change of.
It depends on your lighting, right? The image depends on your outline being highlighted properly with the
Well,
light.
I'm looking at it now, and that's actually a lot better than.
Yeah.
Than
Oh, that looks good, David.
Yeah. Oh, I might have a play with that.
Yeah.
Dave goes to San Francisco.
And the thing of it is you can add backgrounds into that, and you can just, it's like Val's got that one that's like the kitchen library or something.
Yeah.
See how when I move about, it wasn't even as good as that when I was static previously. So that's improved a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, since the last time I tried it. Right, I'm going to go and switch that off though.
Okay, that's better.
I actually have green screens out in the garage, but I didn't want to put one in the dining room. That would be a bit much.
I don't have a green screen, but I have a green tablecloth.
There you go.
As long as it's green.
Yeah, which I'm making a stand up for it.
Yeah.
Just
In
so
fact,
that the mess behind me goes away.
I find blue works a little better for me. I get more consistent results. with
Blue screen. Yeah.
So my one is blue.
What I'm kind of amazed at is, how they came up with the landing pads where you twist them and they open up.
Yeah.
But somebody hasn't made one of those as a background screen. Could just be so big and untwist it, and it's.
They do.
12.
They sell them.
They
sell
do.
them. Yes, they do.
You can get
All
them
these
in
great,
different
all these
colours.
great ideas. People beat me to them. Paul, what do you think about
I've
that?
seen them. I've seen them in action.
I used to have a big white one,
Yeah.
For-
Oh yeah, because they use them as reflectors, right? Yeah.
but I never got the green screen, and I'm not sure I've still got the big white one either. I think in one of my many moves that disappeared.
Problem with moving, I always lose things.
Yeah.
I can't find my university diploma. I was very disappointed. I don't know where the heck that went.
All my stuff. We were quite lucky. We got a thing to keep everything in from the Air Force. In fact,
Hey Neil, how you doing?
only take me a second to dig it out because I was using it recently. Excuse the noise. There it's there. You can see the logo on it.
Oh
Looks
yeah.
like the Canadian Air Force logo.
Well, it's the same Queen, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's all the
Exactly the same.
certificates and
There you go.
what have you.
I remember my cap badge in the Air Force looked just like that.
Well, it's easier to see that one, isn't it? Like that one.
Yep.
Yeah. But they gave us that to put everything in as we got it, sort of thing, and it's coming useful when you go with or when I went for job interviews after I left.
Yeah.
You didn't have to worry for anything. You just picked that up and took it with you and handed it over. They had everything they wanted. It was so it was quite good.
So Paul, have you been keeping busy?
Well, yeah, I've been fairly busy. Well, last night I went out to a friend's for coffee. They have a farm, so I took the Inspire out last night and flew it for a little while.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you liking that more every day?
Oh yeah, especially with not having my Phantom right now, right? So
Right.
they
What happened with the Phantom, Paul?
He broke the camera.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
Gimbal no more. Yeah.
I'm waiting for parts. They've left the U.S. They're in Canada now.
So what happened? How did it crash?
Well, it was funny because I was filming a golf course, and it was flying along like this. All of a sudden, it just went boom right over into a tree.
No
They
kidding.
said, yeah, I looked up all the information on it, and it says abnormal compass error.
Ah,
What does that mean? I don't know.
So there wasn't anybody playing golf or anything at the time, was there?
No, there's nobody playing. No.
Does that,
Actually,
Paul, when you get that error message, do you recalibrate your compass or?
well, I sent it to a DJI dealer in Toronto,
Uh-huh.
and well, they put a new shell on it, but they checked everything out and they said everything's working perfectly.
Huh.
So I don't know if there was something around there that caused it. I haven't got a clue. But anyways, about 2 days ago, they gave me the go ahead. They want me to do the whole golf course now,
Cool.
That's awesome.
every hole. And what
Wow.
we're going to do is QR code at every hole. And so what you're going to do, if you've never played that course before, what you'll do is take your phone, scan that code at that hole. It'll have a short video of each hole.
ah, not bad.
So they'll be able to watch it.
Yeah, well, if you've never played it before or they had a tournament, you
Right.
can just go up there, scan it with your phone, that hole, and you'll get a short video of that hole.
That's cool.
See, Phantom Hodges, what Red Dog's asking you.
What's
Nanya,
that?
sorry, Nanya, I did not look at your video yet. Kim and I put the camera outdoors and everything. We worked outdoors yesterday, and very sorry, Nanya, I didn't look at it yet. I will look at it today, I promise.
Mm.
Okay, you can answer Red Dog if you want, Phantom.
So did you get that coffee maker going yet?
Yep. Going very good.
I've been busy the last few days doing that deck for my nephew, and then of course yesterday morning I had my dog going for a haircut. So
Yeah.
Okay there, John Paul, no problem. John Paul is gonna post a link because he's having a little camera issue with the Mavic Air 2.
Oh, bummer. Good morning, Dan.
Small fingers.
There you go. That's the link. So he wants to know if anybody can help him out with that camera issue.
I'm gonna go look at it.
I had a funny one last night there. There's a narrow spot between two bushes last night. There's a deer standing there, and I went up there with the drone trying to look at the deer, and the spot between the two bushes wouldn't focus, but yet on each side it was perfectly clear, but it almost looked foggy in between the two trees. So I went a little closer and stuff. It's just like it was fog. I thought, well, maybe I got a bug or something on my lens. Come back and it was fine. So, but yet you take the drone, point it at anything, it was a perfectly clear picture, but just in between those two trees, it wouldn't do it.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was a kind of a weird thing last night.
You're getting lots of flight time in, I guess, eh? It's good.
Yeah, well, I get a lot of flight time in because of real estate, right?
Yeah.
I do the real estate signs for a lot of companies, not just one, a lot of companies. And it's funny, the drone's been busier than the signs.
Wow, good for you, man.
Yeah.
Nice to see somebody doing this full time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I've had a look. And
I was gonna say that, Blind Neil. But
Spirit deer.
now I've got these lights on. It's getting warm in here.
Da-da-da-da.
As
Da-da-da-da.
far as it's going. Yeah.
Come on, take it off, David. Yay.
I've.
Where's your stripper pole?
What do you think that is? Behind me, I've been telling you that's all antenna parts.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I
besides,
watched the video. He's having problems on the Air 2, and it's a head scratcher. Maybe Paul, you deal a lot with cameras. What's happening is when he's flying the new Mavic Air that he just got, Air 2, in video, the camera, and he's showing his screen. The video and everything is perfect. As soon as he goes to camera mode, it's got these lines across it and everything. And which, in my mind, I can't figure out why it would be different in video than in camera mode. And he shows where he's changing the EV and everything else, and it just gets darker, lighter, hazier, and all kinds of stuff. But if he puts it in video mode, it's perfect.
Wow, that's a weird one there. I never heard of that before, but
No, and it makes me wonder. Could be two possibilities. It could be a bad board on the drone, but what I was wondering too is, could it be bad board in the controller, because that's where he's doing the switching at. I don't know.
Well, if you go to the GGI website, there's a forum there, and probably go in there and ask a question, because some of the moderators are really good at, what's,
Yeah.
Because I know that.
Yeah, let me
My thought would be it's something to do with the controller rather than the bird, because it's effectively the same camera.
right.
But yeah, DJI's forums are probably the best place to go and ask.
Because I've gone, but I've had a problem. I've gone to,
he says, what's funny, he says that the film comes out great on the SD card, just that you can't see what he's shooting.
So he does get the pictures correctly.
Yeah.
So that would lead me to believe that it's not a camera problem. It's a transmission between two, I would think.
Controller.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. I'm going to share a portion of it so you guys can see what he's talking about.
Well, I've been for a look, but yeah.
Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
See, I am in video mode, and the camera's fine. It looks very, very good. I go to camera mode, and it's dark. I don't know if I'm missing something. I have it in auto. I go to manual, and just nothing happened. I mean,
There's something broken there.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's something else I'm missing. But something
No,
isn't
that's
right.
not natural. Like, that's not normal.
So I don't know if this is a camera defect.
And like I say, I've never seen anything like that.
But if the pictures are all right on the card, which is on the bird, then it must be getting the information
I've only
and
had
taking
two
the
fights
picture.
with this, and
If
been
it's
like this out of the box.
not showing on the controller correctly, then it can only be the information coming from the bird
Go to auto and see.
or the
Go back to video,
controller.
and it's fine.
Yeah, see, in the video mode, it's perfect.
So I'm not sure what the problem is. If somebody can help me, I would appreciate it very much.
But it also depends, if you like, where the signal that goes to the card and the signal that comes back to the controller diverge in the bird itself.
But isn't that weird? That's
There you go.
I've never.
Yeah.
Sean reckons there's an error with the ribbon on the camera.
It's just weird.
That's a good idea, Sean. Factory reset, maybe.
Just absolutely weird.
Yeah, if you look at the comments under it, I think Philly Drone has already suggested the reset. I didn't read the other comments to see whether he's done one or not yet.
Yeah.
But,
John Paul, can you read the chat? Because Geek Savannah says you could try to put it back to factory reset. Might be an issue with an update.
he's done a camera reset.
He did a camera reset. Okay.
Maybe try deleting the app off your phone if you're using a phone, reinstalling it.
Or have you hooked it up to DJI's assistant too, and see if there's a diagnostic or something?
He has refreshed firmware with too. Okay. No, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you called DJI customer service? Because it's such an odd thing. I can't imagine.
I'm on the DJI forum website. I haven't seen anything so far yet with that kind of problem.
And see, I wouldn't even notice that because I shoot everything in video and then I pull pictures. So
Yeah,
I would never notice, you know?
Yeah.
My Spark could be doing that exact same thing and I'd never notice. I think I've taken a dozen
Really?
pictures with it in the whole time I've had it. But
Yeah, I shoot all videos and then I pull the ship pictures or whatever I'm doing. I'll pull out, stop, pause it, pull the picture out, then edit it. So I would never notice that, but
Worst case, I guess you'll have to send the drone back. I know that's kind of a painful step, but
That's the first time I hear a problem with the camera.
yeah. That's one of the reasons I bought mine at Best Buy was so that I could just drive over and return it if I had any problems with the hardware.
Yeah.
Herman says go to the assistant and do the factory reset, then do a firmware refresh and a camera calibration and IMU calibration. And I'm sure that Drone Pool's probably done all that.
Well, he even called he called DJI too last night.
And they walked him through the refresh.
Hey Herman, how you doing? Hey John Spizzo, good morning, morning.
Morning, John.
Hey, Vader. Yeah, this is the one that got a haircut yesterday.
Oh,
oh, puppy.
what kind of dog is that, Paul?
A Dorky.
A Dorky.
Yeah. A Dachshund Yorkie.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
I was going to say, yeah, with some of those crossbreeds, you get how did they stoop it so low joke, but they're both little dogs.
Yeah, it's me. I love my Mia.
Well, it's funny because I didn't go out looking for this dog. It came to me, so
That's
to
good.
take it. Matter of fact,
So-
it's the same guy I did the deck for. So,
So the dog picked you. That's cool.
well, this here dog here, when before we got it, was always fighting with its dad, so they couldn't have him in the same house. So they needed a home for it right away. So hey,
Cool. You're happy,
oh yeah, yep.
and they're happy that it went to a good home. So
Oh yeah, yeah. He's funny because he just, no matter where I go, I could go to the bathroom. I could, just walk from one end of the house to the other, and the dog just right with me all the time.
that's the way Mia is. I can't go to the bathroom without her helping me. It's kind of disconcerting though when she reaches over and hands me the toilet paper. You know, that's
John Yorkie, yeah. I had Doberman and a Yorkie.
Yorker is
So Phantom Flight 101, are you in your car? Are you going out flying this morning? Herman? Yeah, so you're going to your trailer today there, Phantom Hodges?
Yeah, we won't go this afternoon sometime. I do the real estate sign, so my luck, I'd get the truck all loaded and get going, and I'd have to go do a sign.
Okay,
So I wait till about 3 o'clock.
okay. Hey, North of 54, how you doing today?
good morning, north of 54.
Okay, they're cool, North of 54.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, North of 54.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm really due up for a computer upgrade. I was trying to edit a video yesterday, and Premiere Pro just kept crashing.
Are you sure it's not the internet doing that?
No, nothing to do with the internet at all.
no, he's got it loaded on right on there.
Yeah, when I add a bunch of fancy transitions, as soon as I start adding the transitions, boof, the computer
Okay.
just doesn't like it.
So another expense in the future.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one.
Ah,
Well, you know, the bad part about when I update grade anything electronic, is that 2 or 3 weeks later, it's not only the buyer's remorse you're going through, it's like there's a bigger, better, badder one at a lesser price out there now. It's like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, my only complaint is that the cost of my MacBook Pro has gone up over $1,000. So now instead of 2,100, it's more like almost
Holy
3,000.
holy crap.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So Roger, when you getting a beard? Because everybody else on here has got one.
Oh, no, mine's only in next winter. Next
Roger
winter.
gets it in the winter months, gets rid of it in the spring, and then starts growing it back.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny back when, 19, 20 years old, when I was skydiving, all four of us were a team. We all had beards.
No, actually, my beard started coming in only around when I was about 50 something years old. I was always missing patches.
Yeah, I got more on my face than I do up here.
I'm starting to get some hair up there, but I need a haircut. That's my problem.
I'm way beyond needing a haircut.
You know, with that beard, you would have made a magnificent dwarf for the Hobbit movie. Do you know that? Oh yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. I just want it to be a bit longer so I can just, instead of wearing a face mask, just pull it up and
Yeah. Yeah, John, they do last a long time. Like, but it depends on how much you use them. I use mine, for 12 hours a day for 6 years straight every day. It takes a toll.
Well, if you put it back to factory reset, you probably could sell it too, but maybe you're like me. I never hardly sell anything other than a nice inspired to my friend Paul.
Oh,
Well, Apple actually does a trade-in, and my old computer is worth $500 toward the value of it. So I think if I do get a new one, I'll trade it in.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do with an old computer? Nothing. I don't need one. I've actually got a 12-inch MacBook Pro that my wife used to use, so we use that as kind of a backup.
Now, what would you do since you got all the programs and everything loaded on there before you trade it in? Would you just do a factory reset and then send that in, or?
Yeah, but so Mac has this thing called Time Machine. It's like a backup software.
Uh-huh.
So I would do a backup of my whole computer, and then when I get a new one, I will just put that image onto a new computer, basically. In theory.
You can sort of do that with Windows, but it does object. You've got to use a hack to get around
Yeah.
the image because it says, oh, this isn't the right copy of Windows.
But honestly, I don't think I would do that now. I think I would actually just do a fresh install of things, so there's not all that clutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I did. All my data is backed up, and I don't do anything with software because apart from anything else, getting rid of the clutter, you also get rid of software that's been lying there that you haven't used because you only put back on what you're currently using.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good point. I use very few programs on my computer. Like now, I write with my computer and I do video editing, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much the same, except, well, the writing I do is personal writing. My diaries and stuff are all on here. But I haven't got any games installed at all, apart from one, which is a card game, which I played.
Yeah.
And it's a game which I played since my days in the Air Force called Euchre. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's huge in Canada.
Ah, right.
Well, in Ontario, Ottawa Valley, where I live, Euchre is
Probably where I learned to play it.
Yeah.
And I've got a version of it which is it learns from you. So your partner and
That's
you,
scary.
yeah, your partner and you sort of form a kind of bond.
Okay.
And it's quite interesting because I now have as good an idea of what my computer partner is going to play as I would of a human partner when I used to play in the crew rooms of the Air Force. But I think it's a brilliant game.
Yeah.
Roger, I can hear you helping someone move things there. Okay, there, Fathom Flight 101, no problem.
Paul, when you go do some flying for real estate for your clients, do you just give them the card and let them edit it, or is it a combination? Sometimes they want to do their own thing, and sometimes you do some editing for them.
Well, I have just, basically threw it on a jump drive and says, here you go, right? But I usually like to make them look a lot better. So I usually edit them myself.
Okay.
And some places I can just send it to them on email, right? Some places I have to give them a jump drive, but they're all local, right? So it's,
Yeah.
4 or 5 blocks away. It's not a big deal.
Right,
But I don't do much video though. It's mostly pictures.
just photos.
I see Gary at Brand Aerials.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of videos down in that area. It's kind of weird. But here we're just pictures.
Okay.
So, and that's quite easy to do, right? Just go around
Sure.
and snap a whole bunch of pictures and,
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
do 35, 40 pictures and just pick out, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I've got a program called Luminar 4, and I can go out in a dull, dingy day, clouds and everything else, and I can change the background. I can change the sky, put in a beautiful sky, lighten it up. I can do all kinds of things with
Yeah.
2 clicks.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and the thing is, I can what they call batch edit. So I can highlight them all. Instead of having to change the sky on one of them, it changes the sky on all of them, so they're all exactly the same.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, I paid like
What's
$100.
What's that called again? Luminar?
Yeah, Luminar 4.
Luminar 4.
I can even put a 747 flying low in there if you want.
Nice.
So instead of having to go around and you having to crop around an image and then slide it over,
Yeah.
it just boom.
Yep, it's so quick and easy. The only thing I find with it, doesn't take long to change them, but when you go to export it, it takes about a minute per picture.
Yeah. To
So if
process.
you've done 40 pictures, it takes about 3/4 of an hour.
Okay.
But you can just set it up and walk away from it, right?
I know you can get plugins for Photoshop that do that too.
Yeah.
So I had one that I experimented with a couple of years ago and did that. So slick.
Yeah, this one here, I think you can use it as a plugin with Photoshop or one of the ones anyways.
Okay.
And when you buy the license, it comes with two, so you can put it on two computers. So I put it on this computer and also on my laptop. So if I'm out on the road, I can just do it on my laptop there.
Yeah.
So
Capture Life Connection. Good morning, good morning. Michael Banny's up early this morning, guys. So he's in the chat.
Oh, there you go.
Michael Banny says, Paul, take your meds and check your vitals.
Yep.
All is good here, Capture Life. Yep. Having a nice day outdoors. Hoping to fly today. If the wind stays down.
I don't know whether to recharge my hotspot or not, you know? Cost me about $50 for 2 months unlimited use, but I find that it's
not
enough
using-
doing flying without having to do other things, and so I just hardly ever use the damn thing.
Oh, okay.
But boy,
That's
it's
great.
nice if I wanted to, you know, like live stream somewhere or something, you just turn it on and it's just cooks.
Oh,
4G.
because you're using the DJI Smart Controller, it doesn't have built-in connectivity. Is that why?
Yeah,
it's
it's
Phantom Flight
it's-
101. Herman, June 5th, 2017. It was on YouTube. Makes 3 years.
Oh, congrats, Herman. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Right on.
in
Herman is
YouTube
free
time.
today.
In YouTube time, that makes you a grandfather.
Kidding.
Today I'll be on till noon today there, Phantom Flight 101. My son's coming down to pass the weed whacker maybe today. He just phoned me, so
yeah,
I went
got
last night and picked up Lynn a new weed whacker to match her new lawnmower. Use the same batteries.
and now you got to get her a new outfit when she passes her lawnmower.
Well, you know, the sad part of it is, if I'd have known then what I know now, she bought a new Cobalt 40-volt electric lawnmower, right?
Yeah.
Self-powered and the whole bit. And I said, well, hell, and I went and bought a second battery when I went to pick it up at Lowe's Hardware.
Yeah.
And the second battery was like $160.
Okay.
I convinced her yesterday because she had a weed whacker from hell that was broken. So I said, well, why don't you get a new Cobalt one? Because you'll get, you know, you'll be able to use the same batteries, chargers, and everything. So she orders a Cobalt. I go pick it up, and it was like $150. And she gets another battery, just like I paid $160 for, plus another charger. So it's like she got the weed whacker for free.
Wow. Cool. Morning, John Cupie. Yeah, I got the Greenworks 60-volt system is what I'm running up here.
I've
John.
got a son.
John Coopy's in the house. The yard tool sub. There you go. Every time we bring up a new subject, he always keeps on adding on the hub at the end.
What do old guys do? They talk about the weather, they talk about their beards and their yard tools and their
There's
drones.
the bearded hub, and then it's the.
Has Jim been on since he got famous?
Oh yeah, Vaughn. I forgot he's Vaughn Coopy now.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Hodges, Paul, I should say, if you want to put a link into your channel or put your latest video if you want in the chat, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I might do it there, but they I haven't put too much new up lately. I think the last one was the apple trees there when they're full bloom, right? So
Yeah. Oh, you can put it in put it in the chat. And then everybody will make sure you got your channel.
yeah.
There's a hub for everything. That's right, John Coopy.
I should put the latest golf course one on there. I haven't done it yet. There's actually just got to put music to it, and there's another one I did too. Just got to put music to it, but there's one on there. I did the golf course. It was just a test I did. That was all, but I did a better one later on.
Well, guys, I got to go and get ready to head out of here. So I will see you later. Hopefully,
Gonna
I'm
go
flying.
fly, Hugh. Have a good one.
All right, guys. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah, I got to leave in a little bit too. I got these quizzes I have to fill out, and they got to be delivered today to where I work.
Okay.
In order to get paid for being a school bus driver and not driving, you had to fill out these quizzes and send them in.
Oh, really?
Just to justify, I guess, them paying us. I don't know. We have to do something for our money.
Yeah, they're always watching.
Let me see. One was what? Workplace bullying and running essential errands during the COVID thing.
Okay, John Coopy. No problem. Well, at least you're getting paid.
Yeah, we're paid what till the end of June. It's when the school would actually end, right? So
Yeah.
Lynn's got a question for you, Paul.
yeah.
For Paul Murray.
Paul Murray.
Lenny, not sure yet. I haven't heard from anybody, so I don't know.
Hey, Lynn, did you finish getting your RV fixed up? Well, Capture Life Connections. It's just got your channel there, Fatima Hodges.
Yep, just thanking him. I'll have to get him later on there as soon as I get off here. Go check him out. I'm not sure if I have him or not. We'll just go find out. Okay, well, actually, I like the old way when you used to be able to just click on somebody's channel, go to it. Oh, there he is.
Okay, Nanya, and I promise you I will go up and look at that video on Kim's computer. I promise you I'll do that today.
Wow, I guess I didn't have him. Okay, now we're subscribed to him.
Good. You take care, Nanya. You be safe in those thunderstorms.
Just reading I don't know if any of you watch it or not, LNU. I know Paul Murray does once in a while. But it said kid loses drone on his first flight.
Oh my God. Lots of people on the first flight, they try and go as far out as they can. Whoa, you know, I mean, first flight, keep it close by. That's it. That's all.
Right.
Well, if you ever watch Alan Yu, he's in Vancouver, but he done the park every day feeding the squirrels
Okay.
and all ducks and geese and
Oh,
everything
and
else.
did you see the one, Paul, where the squirrel actually crawled up him?
Oh yeah, they do all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a one that the other day. It was not a regular squirrel. It was like a little bit smaller, like a red squirrel. And yeah, he crawled right up. I thought he was gonna keep right on going.
It's like when you go to Mount Royal here in Montreal.
Yeah.
On the mountain in Mount Royal there, you go there and the bloody squirrels go right up to you. They get mad at you if you don't feed them. You
Yeah.
know?
I one time honeymooned up in Massins, Quebec. It's up by Maniwaki,
Mhm.
and the grosbeaks, the birds, grosbeaks, yeah, can fly right up in your hand, take the food right out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody check out Barry's channels. Make sure you stick on them. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or way out. Bookmark. Copy.
So, David, when's the next trip on the little tour bus of yours there?
Well, we don't know when we're going to get a proper trip, but we've started to be allowed out day trips.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had one last week, and we've got a choice of places to go tomorrow, both really local. I want to go to one, and the missus wants to go to another, so we're going to that one.
Oh, yeah.
But well, we'll see. We were up looking at flying spots. Me and my son were out this morning looking at flying spots, and the one I wanted to go to this weekend doesn't look as though it's going to be possible. They put power cables up, so I'm hoping to get to the one I want to go to, because it's a spot I've not flown for a long time. It's
Yeah.
probably since I got
Yeah.
the drone.
I usually take my drone with me to the trailer, but I got so many videos and pictures of same spot and be getting, nah, not gonna bother.
But I'll. No, it's a spot I've not flown for probably 18 months, if not longer.
Yeah.
And it's another view of the Spey, but it's a bit further down the Spey. So we'll see how it goes, and it depends on the weather as well. Today's just a non-starter.
Oh, yeah,
wind-
yeah.
Wind's awful. It's raining, but I'm hoping tomorrow, if the weather's right, there's going to be a 2 or 3 hour window tomorrow afternoon, and we'll get some flying in then.
Well, where my trailer is, it's a private ground. It's my sister's house. She lives about 20 miles from here, and but her backyard goes like 300 feet deep, and we're at the back, surrounded all the way around by trees. I mean, there could be a hurricane, and you could still light a match in there. Free water, free hydro.
That's the way.
Where are
to
you
do it.
seeing the deer, Kim?
But I do a lot of work for her though. I cut grass, and matter of fact, I got a fence I got to put up shortly. So
The problem we've got at the moment is the clarity of what we can and can't do. But it's the politicians are saying one thing at one time, another thing at another time, and they won't come and say you know, one thing or another. They're hedging around it the way they always do. So it's difficult to make your mind up. And
Yeah.
now there's things on the news and what have you about people being having their RV door knocked on by the police and sent home, and it's just tell us what we can do. You know.
well, you want to see something really exciting? Well, I found it exciting, but I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Glenn Beck.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in the States. He did a rant yesterday. Wow, I was impressed about all these politicians saying you can't leave your house, you got to stay here, you can't go there, you can't open your business, all that. But yet that same politician is out with all the protesters. You know? He was mad. Oh, it was funny.
Are you reading what Len's saying, Roger?
Pardon?
Are you reading what Len's saying?
What'd you say?
Are you reading what Lynn is saying? It's from about
Oh,
just
go ahead.
after your last comment. Lynn's asking Paul what he's doing, and then there's a
Well, I'm trying to figure out this hotspot because I'm thinking about if I have to go out today, I may want to have a hotspot, but I think that it ran out of its, because you pay as you go kind of thing, like 2 or 3 months at a time. And I never used the damn thing. So now I'm trying to figure out how the hell do I put more money on it.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember who it's through.
Because Kim was telling me there was deer out in front, and I was trying to check my cam, see if I can catch them, but I can't see them behind the trees now. Oh, John Spizzo in the house. Lynn, Paul is going to join the protesters and rioters. Oh, okay, that's what you're asking what he's doing this afternoon. Okay.
So is Paul going protesting or rioting, Len?
Hi there, Drone Shots.
Yeah, Drone Shots is in the house, everybody. Check out his channel.
See, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I still got 4 million gigabytes on here, but it's run out of time.
Yes, I hear you.
Keep going.
I'm going.
Sorry. Wife would go by.
No problem.
Yeah, she wasn't up fully dressed yet.
Hello, Drone Shots. I'm waiting for the nurse to come and change my bandage. I'm carrying a vacuum. Oh, sorry to hear that, John. No, I didn't feel the house shake last night. What'd you do, fall out of bed?
Kim had gas. Casey, no.
Oh, that's what I might have missed. Did Hugh get his propane tank?
Drone
Yeah,
Shots,
he did get his propane tank and he fired up the grill and it all works well.
That's
Drone Shot says hot spot will be Tuesday, Paul. Going to be 92 and heat index at 100.
God, just wish I remembered how the hell this thing works.
Are you taking orders this afternoon for your protesting and your looting?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I not really looking forward to doing this whole gig, but when a friend asks you to do something, you feel almost obligated to go ahead and do it. But because see, I have very limited. As you get older, your filters and everything are reduced, and I have it just bothers me when I see all these people protesting, and they've got every right to. Don't get me wrong, every right to. But it's like I look at them, and most of them are spoiled little yuppies that mommy, daddy been paying for everything in their life. What? I don't. How are you oppressed? That's my problem.
Yeah.
But then, unless I could be missing something. I don't know. But then again, I look back at the '60s and '70s, And it was about the same thing going on there.
Hmm.
Well, look at that. It's just Friday morning. Yep. Got a sign to put up. I knew it would happen.
Now, how
Alright.
big a signs? How big a signs, Paul, do you have to put up?
They're like a, almost like a white cross, 5 feet high, and the crossbar is 4 feet, I think it is. Yeah.
And then the thing hangs off it, type of thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they're made out of 4x4s, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah. I also do big 4 foot by 8 foot signs too. The odd time I had to build frames and all that stuff.
For the big commercial stuff.
Kim, there was no earthquakes here last night. I just looked at the earthquake channel. There's none. Kim felt the house shake last night, so I guess he probably fell out of bed, Kim.
At least the sign's in town anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's not a new subdivision. Can't believe, like people buy these houses not even there a year and all of a sudden they're moving out already.
Yeah.
I did all my moving around when I was in the military. I lived here since I came out, and I'm not moving there. The only time they'll move me from here is in a wooden box.
Hang on, right back.
Okay. I don't know. Probably just as well I don't remember who the hell it's through.
This
You're not all got the SIM card, Paul.
John Spizzo says, I could use a 4K screen, Paul. Can you make that happen?
Could use a what?
He could use a 4K big screen, Paul. Can you make that happen? Hey, Andrew. How you doing?
Yeah, just send it. Hey, Paul, just tell him to send us his credit card number.
Like Andrew. Paul Murray was about to pull out his guitar and start singing Merle Haggard Opie from the Mustokie.
Now, Andrew, you got to stop telling people about my repertoire.
Well,
Hey,
Hey, David. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. Hey, Roger.
Andrew, you got to stop telling people about my repertoire.
Whoop.
Hey, David. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. Hey,
Val's got it. Val's got her YouTube still going.
There you go. Yeah, I know it's windy again. I know. Freaking windy again this morning.
Sorry about that. I forget that I still watch on the screen, so it's not always muted.
you wouldn't catch me doing that. Well, unless you were in when I came in and did exactly the same earlier.
How's everyone doing? Hey, Michael Banny, John Spitzo, Drone Shots. Lynn, how are you, Lynn? And Pusa Studios. Oh,
Lynn got her motorhome fixed
Diamond.
yesterday.
oh, she did. Very nice, Lynn.
Geek Savannah says wormhole in space. Just time opened up. Just open.
Thank God. Everything's opening up for sure.
How'd you get on last night, Val? I had to cut out and.
Oh my God. I rewatched. I didn't want to because it seemed like such a flippin' disaster. I mean, I was a mess. That's all I can say. It was a mess.
You seem to be making progress when I left.
I did. I made progress. And at the end of the day, I watched it and I could tell, there are sometimes, I got the top one on. I got enough spaces between it. I got everything hooked up. Now it's just the VTX and the flight controller. It won't be bad, but I will say that if a lot of people are talking to me and I'm doing something, I just was a mess. I was just like, what the hell? I do something and then I have a squirrel moment. What? Squirrel? And then I go back to do it. Squirrel? And I just, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I started having a panic attack of a epic proportion, but I pulled it back in a little bit.
Okay.
But not before I told Kim to calm down, to be quiet. Yeah, there you go. But there's my VTX. When I put it on, everything has space.
That's,
I'll tell you, I think the one thing I got out of rewatching is I actually heard what Paul was saying. My ears wouldn't take in anything last night. It just couldn't take in anything. I feel bad for Paul. I was like, oh my God, is he even going to come back now? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm talking about Louis P. Paul.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
are too many Pauls in here.
No, no,
Our
I never.
Phantom
I-
Hodges said this is so painful to watch.
I
Believe
saw
me,
I saw that he disappeared for quite some time.
he disappeared at the end for sure. And I just thought, I almost thought I'm just going to take it down. And then I thought, no, I'm not.
No, as much as I was teasing you, Val, it's not my thing. That's all.
Let me tell you, it may not be my thing, but I need to finish it. But at some point, this is how bad it got. I took my hair, moved it down because it's in my eyes, and just went shoop,
Cool.
and put it back in the stream.
in the stream.
That's how I was just like, But Paul was so patient, and I was just like, oh my God.
Pauls are like that,
Not all Paul.
right, Paul? Us Pauls were like that.
Oh my God. But I'm gonna leave it up because that's just how it goes sometimes. I didn't feel that way when I did my first build, but I was feeling very squirrely last night. A little ADD. It was just not going well. And Louis P did a good job.
But you're a lot further on when I left. I think you just started resoldering, soldering onto the pads that you tinned.
Hey, Capture Life. Yeah, I just thought, yeah, why am I doing this? Why don't I just start soldering these things to me at this point?
Yeah,
My
John,
hair was all hanging over. Those damn glasses, I couldn't get them out. It was such a disaster.
I have trouble. I've got a set of those magnifying glasses, and I have trouble using them because of these. I use one of the well, no, you can't see it.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy a big magnifying glass as soon as I can.
with a light
So
round.
yeah, so that doesn't happen again. That was yeah. Actually, guys, it's a lot easier than I made that look last night.
But I know we call it soldering, not soldering. But soldering is it is hard to do, and it only becomes easy when you're doing it over and over and over again.
Oh, that's for sure. This coffee's very good. Phantom, I heard about your wife. I was watching. Sorry to hear that she's having some problems, but that's the lovely thing that comes with age sometimes. For us.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing to her for sure yet, but it just happened to be on the same date as Roger Palooza, right?
oh
of
yeah,
course.
true. Yeah. I guess you're not gonna make it down, my friend.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
But yeah, you never know. Things could
Okay,
change.
Lynn, I'll do
Things
that.
could change.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, things could, but it's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very windy here too this morning there, Roland. Hoping the winds calm down.
Yeah.
John Coopy.
Well, the hardest part was watching it over. I watched the first one over and I could see what I was doing, but the second one, that was painful because I was like, oh my God, at one point my hair is over like this and I'm still trying to see things.
Oh, Paul skipped out.
Oh, he'll be back. It might be his computer. Yeah, I'm gonna need that because I gotta tell you, the glasses aren't working for me. One part was really adding to my anxiety, guys, is that I had those glasses on, and if I looked up at the camera, I couldn't see anything happening
Okay.
because they're so thick, and it was making me nauseous and dizzy. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I thought these glasses would work. I can't believe it. And then my head wouldn't stop saying that to myself. It was painful. It was
Well, I gotta head out, guys. I gotta go deliver this stuff to my workplace, and then got a sign to do, and
Okay.
then get ready to go to the trailer, I guess, for later on. So,
Yeah, well, thank you for coming in.
well,
So
no, thanks for letting me on,
Paul?
guys, this morning.
Yeah.
It's great. So, yeah, cool. So, you guys all have a good day, and we'll catch you all later, okay? So, thanks.
Okay, you take care.
You too, Paul. Bye.
Road.
Trying to get enough aspirin. Well, I came in and 2 people left. I'm not gonna think it's me, even if it is. Hey, computer chick. My cat got lucky for a black cat this morning. Had a bag of food.
Yeah.
Hey, furball. Or ibuprofen. Hopefully that'll help.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a great way. That's a great way to take them with coffee. There you go.
I know, right? I got mixed up, and all of a sudden it's really odd. I'm like, oh no.
Okay, John, no problem. Computer chick, hope you're doing good.
Oh, you coming in, John?
Oh, that's what he said.
Do you have a link?
Yep, I sent them a link. I send them a link
Oh,
every.
let me eat McDonald's.
That's okay.
That's
I'll go-
them for the whole class. Are you eating their pancakes? Nomad, how you doing, darling? Oh my God, Roger. Oh,
I ate 2 oranges this morning, so I'm okay.
is that all you ate?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
How you feeling?
Okay.
No, the McMuffin. So is the nausea calming down some for you?
Yep. So far, so good.
That's good.
Ugh. I hope most of you guys are going to be able to go out flying today.
I thought I brought my phone in here, but I didn't. Ranger, are you still there? He likes sleeping right at my door. He and
Double dog.
Snickerdoodle got in a big fight last night.
Hey, Carpenter Rick, how you doing?
So I took the hose and cooled them off.
Yeah, Carpenter Rick, I'm doing good, doing good.
And I had Kim on my iPad at one point. I hit him on the butt with my iPad. The dogs. And I was like, sorry, Kim, as I'm running for the hose. Hey, Carpenter Rick.
Adrian, how you doing this morning?
Hi, Adrian.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, my flight times are not so huge right now because I think because it's going to be so hot. So my UAV says, like, by the time I'm off here, there's no flying until much later, and the winds are going to pick up.
We're supposed to hit 80 today. Oh, that's good, Adrian. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, sir.
We're going to be in the 90s, Roger. 97 or something.
Not big.
How about here? We got a
Pretty
win.
good, Adrian.
Hey, Canadian drone pilot. I'm swamped with work. Okay, there, Canadian drone pilot, no problem.
The Canadian drone pilot.
Gotta pay the bills.
It's 8 degrees, feels like 3 here.
Oh,
It won't show because of the green screen. And it's raining. So stop it complaining about your hot weather. Thanks.
Yeah, I was not happy about the weather here. I like it in the 70s. But I don't know.
Carpenter Rick is outdoors painting. It's hot as heck. Oh, well, it's good to paint. I'm still waiting to be called back to work, computer chick. Okay.
Yeah. Trade you, David. I'm a cold weather man. Oh. Yeah, I like cold weather. Little colder than this. Cooler.
It's the feels like 3 that gets me because of the wind. I mean, 8's not warm, but I could live with it if it was 8 and not feels like 3.
Last night I slept with my front door wide open. Roxy was very happy. She slept there all night.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's going on? Wait, let me make sure. Okay, it is using the snowball microphone.
Okay.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I went through my Windows settings the other day and made sure it couldn't use the camera microphone. I disabled that.
Okay.
And disabled something else to make sure it wouldn't use that, and it would, the speaker output was coming from the TV rather than the little sound card thing. So it's easy.
Thank you, Adrian. Yeah. Thank you, Adrian. Much appreciated.
Nice.
Okay, Carter Rick, you be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Be careful with those ladders.
I didn't catch. Did Val get to fly that little drone yet, she built, or?
Sure. I got it all done last night.
Well, actually, wait. I didn't catch.
Hey, hold on.
I didn't catch. I thought you did get it done. You didn't. Oh, then I didn't see that.
No, I still have the flight controller. I still have the VTX. Still have a lot of stuff.
I was on my phone listening. I didn't realize it was.
I'm so afraid to pull wires because I'm afraid it's just gonna go right back up.
Well, you know what? That's what you need to do. You pull those wires. If I yank on the wires, I know it's not coming out. That's how I know it's secure.
That's what I've been doing. And then they come up and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Here's computer chick.
Enterprise?
Not more.
Hey, Leonard.
I forgot what solder are you using? I forget.
Oh, computer check. How'd you say that? What solder?
Is it the 6040 stuff?
It is. Normally I do the 37. Whatever, but yeah, right now I'm using Radio Shack 6040. I didn't see my other stuff and I'm like, what the world? I know, because when I was in Canada, I used the other, not this.
Yeah, you know what? I don't use the I pretty much don't use the 6040 anymore. I just use the 6337. It really just makes things a lot easier for me.
Yeah, that's what I usually use, but I'm using something different. And I'm just like, really?
Well, yeah, it makes a difference. It avoids that whole, I forget what it is. It avoids the plastic phase, I think they call it, and it just boom, it hardens so much faster.
Yeah, I've never had it like this before, but I figure, okay, well, I guess I'm going to be learning to figure it out on everything, so I'm just like, okay, so I have hair. I was beginning to pull it out last night, I think. I was just like, hey, Chris Hope. So yeah. Hopefully we're going back on Tuesday to do more of it, but I think I'm going to practice some of the soldering, because the one thing I noticed on this is on the flight controller, I set it in just to make sure, how much separation I was going to need. But those things start getting a lot smaller.
Yeah, the small boards are a pain in the butt. They really, really are.
Yeah, and it's already been a pain in the butt with the bigger pads. Now I'm looking at that going, uh-oh, that's not going to be good.
And with
So-
with some of this stuff, this is why I was saying that you're brave for doing a live build, man. I will do stuff to my quads. I'm stubborn. Like, I won't unscrew stuff that I should unscrew and take it all apart to get to the bottom of something. I'll try soldering from an angle until
I can get
That is more like what I would be like.
Yeah, and I was doing that with my tadpole last week. I'm like, no, I'm not taking this stack off. I'm gonna get this motor soldered in. I'm gonna do it. And it took me longer to do that than it would have for me to just unscrew the stack, pull everything on. But I'm stubborn like that. And then I'd get comments in the chat like, just unscrew the stack. What are you doing? I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the comments. It's just like, even if they're right, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah,
Screw
I
it.
had people on there saying you should be using a heat sink. And here's the deal. Maybe to protect the pad itself from getting heat transfer or something. But for me, I wasn't feeling the heat on the wires. I wasn't having that problem. Except
When they
for
say when they say heat sink, what do they even mean? What do they even mean?
Well, there's something that will keep the heat away
Yeah.
from you.
The problem is you shouldn't need a heatsink, to my mind anyway, on a pad. The heatsink you would put on the lead of a component that was already soldered directly to a pad to
Right.
keep the heat away from the component. If you're just putting a wire on a pad, to my mind, the heatsink was spurious at that time. But I was keeping quiet. Because
Well,
there was
the
enough-
guy who came in, it was Gavin somebody. He was new. I gave him a wrench. He seemed to be adding. And then all of a sudden he says, you don't know what you're doing, Paul. And I thought, okay, I'm going to probably have to take it away because you know what? He's helping me. And he actually does know what he's doing. I've seen him build tons of quads that fly beautifully. And, I've seen a lot of the guys on channels after not all of them built online, but I see them flying them. So they do know what they're doing. I, on the other hand, don't know what I'm doing. And he could say, Val, you don't know what you're doing. And I could say, very true. But to tell someone who's actually built so many, hey, you don't know what you're doing, that's a little bit trolly for me.
No, I expected that to happen because, like I said, look, this is a hobby where everybody's got an opinion about what everybody should and shouldn't be doing, and there you go.
Yeah. I tend to think that true too.
I
but
even tried to keep some of those comments to a minimum. I just wanted to get in the thing about the soldering iron. I think that was the only thing I suggested. Was the
getting
iron.
a better one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty generic suggestion too. Most
Yeah,
most
you were
people
fine
say-
with that. Yes.
The
'Cause
soldering
this
iron is
one-
worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, and this one works, but is not as good as what everyone else has.
I think Lewis would be really surprised. I don't think he said he has the TS100 iron that I have, but he's like, that's more of a field iron. He said that's the only iron I use anymore. That's it. It sits on my bench. It's portable. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I just plug it into a battery if I want to be able to move it around really easy. It's so lightweight. I would really
Right.
look into getting one of those. You absolutely can use it as your main iron and your field iron. And then you just have all in one. You'd have an all in one.
Yeah.
I think he'd be very surprised if he used it, because I think he had the idea that it's more of just like a field iron for quick touch ups. No, it's a really cool unit.
I've got 5 soldering irons.
Ah,
And
I need to
I've got
look
2.
next to you,
I use
Desmond.
2 of them. Yeah, exactly. I've got a big heavy duty one which I use for radio plugs and sockets. Have I got anything handy? No. And I use my little fine one which I use for everything else, and I can change
Look how dark this darn thing is now. It's like, yeah, I'm not even shiny anymore.
Oh, where the heat element is. Yeah, they get like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of a dark blue colour.
Yeah, and I clean this thing after every small solder. I'm cleaning it just to try to
Cleaning
keep
the
it.
tip. Yeah. See, there's
Yeah.
another thing. Cleaning the tip. I mean,
Mhm.
these days I use.
Look how he just picks things out of the sky. Are you like God?
Oh,
I know it's amazing. He
Just
just
a little-
grabs things and picks them out.
I just use this thing.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm about to show you. Is I use one of these.
I do too.
It took me years to change. It took me years to change from the wet sponge.
I know.
Because that's what I was trained and learned on.
That's
Well,
what I learned on
learned-
too.
I saw both and I used both when I was in Canada. But now I'm just, using this thing.
After I got that brass, whatever that thing you got, I said to myself, why the hell have I been using a sponge for all these years? What have I been doing?
Exactly. Because it's so much better, but it's just.
Oh, it's actually cleaning this even the darker stuff off good.
When you put the iron away, though, do you put the iron away naked with no blob of solder on it like
Yeah.
that?
I do.
I clean mine after I use it and before I use it again.
I
Yeah.
always just leave a blob of solder on it when I put it away. I've heard if you
Why
do
is that?
well, I know where Desmond's going with it. He just shook his head. You say it because I think you might know more than me on this one.
No.
Well, I've heard that it keeps it from oxidizing.
Oh,
it
yeah,
just
'cause
covers
this
it. It gives it a
oxidizes.
protective cover. It gives it basically gives it a
Yeah.
protective metal cover.
So this is a little bit, as you can see, it's going back to silver.
Right.
Last night, I don't think I could have done much to it because I was a bit overwhelmed with everything. I just thought, holy hell.
Yeah,
Why did they ever
always
think
put
I
it-
should be doing this live? It's like when we say race starts, go, and my turn just keeps crashing. Like that. And then I pull another wire, it comes off, and I'm like, son of a. And I'm trying to keep my language okay. And Kim's like, no, go ahead, you can curse. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really do that a lot.
I
Evidently, I do.
happened. I thought that was going to be the end of the stream when that happened. I thought, here we go.
Oh boy, this got bad. I guess I wasn't there to see it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
saw
I'm
the
whipping
first
my
one with the
hair on
motors.
knife, and Kim looks at me after and he goes, you may want to straighten that up. And I'm like, really? You went there? After all that, you went there?
Oh, you know,
Oh,
as
yeah.
someone with long hair, I've burned my hair on the iron, and doesn't it smell? Oh, it smells horrible.
Yes, I did that in Canada. And it's still kind of wicked, not so great down in here because that's where I burnt it. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Crowley, how you doing?
Burning
Crowley,
hair
burns
smells
the mine.
terrible.
Yeah, that was just sad. It looked like I was actually mental. I looked
Well, don't.
mental.
Oh no, don't worry about it too much, because I'd be stressed with a whole bunch of people watching me do stuff and trying to do the soldering and the camera and all that crap. I just can't do it. I can film it, then I can make a nice controlled edit to make it look like nothing went wrong.
Yeah, I didn't do.
Minutes, and in fact, it took you 5 hours. Yeah, I've been there.
Okay, Roger. I think he's gonna go grab coffee. Let's see. We're waiting. I don't see him crossing the threshold.
So
Oh, there he goes. He has the coffee walk. Yeah, I was oh yeah, Val cursed me out. No, I did not. I just said, stop it, please. And I told Paul Lewis P that one at one point too. I was trying to do it, I was just, no, stop. Too much. And it wasn't too much. It was just for me too much. I felt bad for him. I thought, oh my God, he's kind of stuck because he said he was going to do this. So
no, right?
yeah. So we still got more Tuesday. Rob's going to come in with me on Tuesday with Lewis P. So I don't eat Kim alive, right? I realized, poor Kim. When I am in that space, that's probably not a good place for Kim to be going back and forth. And I thought, save a Kim.
At least you have all the right parts for your build, because that was another issue. When I first built this thing, I got delayed by a couple weeks because every time I got through somewhere, it's like, oh, I don't have the right screw size for what I'm doing, or oh, I don't have the right this. How the hell did that happen?
That's, and I can't. Oh, did you deserve it, Salty? He did deserve. He kept telling me, you know, nobody deserved anything, but I will tell you, Lynn, it was it. I was shaking more. I shake anyway. It's just the doctor says what I got now. I've had it for about 5, 6, maybe even longer, where my head just kind of does that little tremor. And by the time I was finished last night, my whole body was going, and I thought, you know, and they kept saying you're nervous, and I'm like, no, I'm getting ready to have a full-on panic attack live on air. Yay, me! I haven't had one of those in years, and I was going there. I told Kim, like, when you see that, just run, just run and know I will survive it. Save yourself.
Well, I can't speak for whatever happened to Kim, but you know, like I said, don't sweat it. We've all had our own little oh god moments while we're building. We just don't film them live. I think almost everyone can say that.
Oh no, yeah. At some point, I should have pulled the plug on that, but I didn't. And one of the reasons I did it was after I watched the whole thing again, and I did. I watched that painful show all over again. Oh, when I feel those attacks coming on, I focus on my breathing. I need to focus on something, that's for sure. And I decided that more people go through this than I think would ever say so. You know what I'm saying? Like when I don't, my channel's doing well, I'll tell people it's me. Because if my channel were doing well, it'd be me. If it's not doing well, it's me. I'm not afraid to say that to people. I know. So I try to change things. Well, on the build, it's me, but it's also probably other people also. But like you said, they're smarter. They're not going to put that on air. They're not going to get up to the point of having that real panic attack and saying, hey guys, watch this. My head's going to start spinning. Pea soup is going to happen. It's pretty. It's a pretty sight. Hey, Metro.
Joe Jones, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Super chat. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's just the reality of the two that sometimes when you go to do stuff, like nothing wants to work. I had that problem last week. I was trying to figure out why this thing was loaded with vibrations, and then I ended up finally figuring it out. The camera was cracked. I opened the camera. I touched the camera lens inside with my finger, got fingerprints on it, had to fix that a million times. Then I couldn't get a screw tightened. And then I go to plug it in to check it. My Fat Shark battery, I guess I yanked it. The inside had pulled itself out. So I had to open the battery up, solder it back up, soldered that up. Apparently the wire pull was more up the chain. I also stabbed myself twice with my X-Acto knife while doing all that stuff. I'm just like, God damn it. Oh, I'm just done. I was just like done.
I think, oh, Lizzie, Ksenia needs to Canadian Drone Hub. It's super secret, super chat. Super secret, super chat. Okay, let me tell you.
Inside of a Fat Shark battery.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I love Ksenia. I love when she does that. I have to turn the volume down because she is one enthusiastic super chatter.
Yep.
And then I'm in there going, I wish I had a volume to turn up Andrew's volume. So get, yeah.
Hey, old guy on the bike, how you doing this morning?
Yes, I'm hoping on Tuesday I don't. It doesn't. It's better. I don't know. It could be another disaster. It could be just a disaster. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know you like doing it live, but like I was thinking you could still sort of do it.
Oh no, no. I've decided I do not like this live, but
oh,
No, I like building, and last night I had so much anxiety. It wasn't as enjoyable as the first night. I thought, well, it's right. It's because I went into a panic. I was very squirrely. Anything just took me somewhere else, and I had to try to force myself back. And the more I forced myself back, the worse the panic got. And that's when I told kids, okay, you realize what was happening, right? What? I was like, oh my God, he was so lucky. It
Poor
could have
Kim.
gotten so much worse. He was like, you're being mean to me. And I thought, oh, you saw nothing.
Poor Kim. Wow, he's gonna be scarred
I know.
for
He
life
just needs
now.
to cover himself with a blanket and go, call me when it's over.
Don't do this to him. He looks so young. You're gonna make him look old.
He's going to get gray hair.
He's gonna get all exactly.
Oh my God. And Roger's got to have to go upstairs under the bed going, come, here's a cookie. Here's some chips. Come out, Kim. Come on. Come on. You can come out. I'm not doing it.
Hey, Corey, Mano, how you doing? Yeah,
Hey,
Blind
Corey
Neil,
Mano.
my microphone is up. Yeah, it's up straight.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Mr. Crowley, it does have to be enjoyable, but we all have our frustrating moments, and when you're on live and you got all these people talking to you and chat and all this stuff, it adds to the pressure.
Yeah, and I know somebody I was working with, I was talking to, and they said it was just so hard to get started because, you get started and no one, on a lot of the drone channels, they show you a build, but they don't go back to this is tinning, this is into the very beginning because they assume you know that. Or you wouldn't be building a drone. See, they don't know me. I don't need to know stuff to do stuff, unfortunately. But I thought if I do it and they see me do it, then I think they'll be more comfortable picking up those beginning steps and doing it. So I decided I'll do it.
Just show everything. Show the whole
Just
thing,
show
how it
everything. And
happens.
you know what? For better, for ugly, for pretty, for whatever it's going to look like, I'm just going to do it. And then just take the beating after when everyone sees
No,
it.
there's no beating to take. You're going to go through a process. You're going to show everybody how somebody who doesn't know how to do a build, a Franken drone, builds it up, tests it, and eventually flies it. It'll be great.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
did
see.
you? I had linked what my first soldering looked like ever, and it actually wasn't for drones. Did you get a chance to see that, Val? I don't know if Louis P. Floyd had put it up for you to see. why don't I share this so you can see what my first soldering job really looks like?
Yeah, my soldering did not look as bad on this, but it's not great either, I don't think.
This was 2012.
Oh, that was a
yeah.
practice board, right?
Oh yeah, that was a practice board. That wasn't an LED panel at all that goes into an Arduino or anything like that. Nah, that was just all practice.
Thank you, John. That does make me feel better.
Look at how bad that is. Look at how horrible that is.
Oh, there's some lovely splatter there as well as some joints.
Yeah, just making it all one.
And I had went and I posted this on a forum and I asked, what am I doing wrong here? What the hell am I doing? And I was told, oh God, stop. Just stop what you're doing right now. And we need more information. We need to know what iron you're using. What solder is that? You know what solder that was? That's plumber solder. I was using plumber solder because that's what my dad had.
Oh.
That's what he had. And I'm like, okay, I could just use this. I used the most black oxidized Weller iron, cheap $20 Walmart Weller iron you ever seen to do that too.
Oh my gosh, John, that is
bad.
Somehow I'm starting to feel slightly better.
I just didn't have the pain of having to do it live for people to see. So that's that.
Yeah, I decided this week I need to go over a bunch of my soldering because it is smaller than when I was doing the 15-inch. The 15-inch seems a little easier, and yeah, I do show my fails too in my sloppy bike maintenance. I need my bike fixed. I wish you lived around me, old guy on a bike. I got to pay someone to do it. Just soon pay somebody I know. But Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Oh, I next to
I
to
don't
this,
mean
I
to
actually
make
have
you
my
feel
picture
bad,
of
but-
my iron too.
but that was pretty bad.
That was really bad. And this
But I
is
feel
the
better,
iron that I
thank you.
used. This is the iron that I used, and I actually have these pictures because I went back and I found them because I wanted to show them to somebody quite
Oh.
recently. That was my solder. Look at how fat that solder was.
Oh,
good,
geez.
good old plumber's solder for
Oh,
pipes.
jeez. Oh my God, John.
Look at that tip. Look
I
at that
am. I'm like looking at this thing. Hey, Rojo. I'm looking at the tip on this,
And
thinking,
What are you doing?
if I had to use that, I would have given up. You are very brave, my friend.
That is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you jump head first in soldering without doing any research or nothing. It's like anything else. It's just, well, it's here. I can use it. I can
That's a
solder this.
soldering iron. That's solder. It must work.
Exactly. It's
that is huge.
yeah, bad. It's just all wrong. All the wrong tools. And looking back at that now, I think to myself, I made my life so much worse.
I want to see how thin this is. That's
Mhm.
what I'm using. And John
Not
was
what you should be
using
using.
something that looked like it was a cable.
Yeah, you know what? It's not even necessarily the thickness that was just bad too. It was plumber's solder. Plumber's solder
Oh yeah,
is not.
that's
You need a really, really hot iron for that's meant for soldering a friggin' pipe.
they use a torch. They don't use just a little soldering.
They use a torch and they brush on the flux from a separate pot.
I had a little
Oh my
thing
God.
of flux with a brush. I was brushing it on. That's how I was doing.
Hey Darwin, you know what we should do?
You should do a
John,
video.
we need to go because I think you have the right tools to fix Roger's internet.
Okay.
I think we can solder that fiber.
Yeah, Desmond, that's crazy because that's exactly what I was doing. There was a little thing of the flux, and I had a brush, and I was
Mr.
painting it
Crowley.
on. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Crowley will
Look
be
back
on,
at that, and I'm like, what the hell was I doing?
Mr. Crowley will be on live at 2 p.m. today.
Yeah,
Mr. Crowley, maybe if I used
it, torch.
Mr. Crowley, if I used a torch, maybe that stuff would have actually melted and stuck to the board. Because what stuck there, I don't know. Horrible.
Online.
Let's get one more look at it. Let's get one more look at the glorious soldering work here.
I wish you'd been on with me last night. You could have shown me that, and I would have gone.
I sent it to Louis P. Floyd that one
okay.
day. I don't think he put it up in the thing.
I don't
I
think he
put it in
did,
the
and by
chat.
then I may not have seen that. Hey, Rojo, thank you. I was
He saw.
actually
Oh,
on
he
the
saw
roof.
it though. He saw it though. He laughed, but
I was on the roof getting ready to jump off, and I called Rojo, interrupted the birthday of his lovely wife, and I was like, I'm jumping off the roof now. Called to say goodbye.
Andrew's in the house.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hi, Andrew.
How you doing
Thank you,
today?
Robert.
Okay?
Are you doing a photography editing or anything, or in the dark room?
yeah,
Not paid the electric bill.
yeah, that's right. So I'm here. I need some super stickers, super chats to pay the bills, folks. I'm plugged into the neighbors to get this shit over here. So, yeah. How are you all?
Not bad, not bad.
I was listening.
Not bad. How are you?
Good, good, good. I was listening to you most of the morning. I had a few things to do, but you
I
got.
was trying to help make Val feel better that her soldering is not that bad. It's not as bad as she thinks.
I give you credit for showing the soldering job. I don't know if you've seen. I said to you. I said seeing all that seeing that all of a sudden I got a hankering for some Hubba Bubba gum because
It looked like it, right?
Yeah, look, I just wish there was so much stuff when I started that I wish someone had said, "Hey, you're doing it wrong." You know, that's where having people help you really comes along. You know, you get people to tell you, "Hey, you are doing that wrong."
Well, and I hate to say this, I had so much anxiety last night, but when I rewatched it and saw the stuff that Paul was showing, I thought, well, that would have been really good for me to see. But by then I couldn't see anything. I'm just cutting my bangs. I'm like blowing things. I just did not just
Oh, boy.
melting down in such a great way.
I gotta go check it out after. That's something I would do.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go check it out too. Sorry.
I don't think
Sorry.
anybody saw it, but I just grabbed my hair. I
I-
pulled it down.
I was there
I
when you
grabbed these big ass scissors and I just started going rip, rip, rip. And I was lucky I didn't come up here and do it because I was like, these are getting out of my face.
Someone was saying that my soldering job looked like metal sperm. It was like Iron Man sperm. Oh my god. It really does, right?
Roland.
Hopefully that's not family friendly. Sorry, Roger, you just got demonetized. That's okay. You made your bank from
He doesn't
this
mind the gold
stream already.
coins.
I got an ad for that. I got an ad for that stupid Drone X Pro thing this morning on the stream. Oh,
Huh?
I'm so tired of seeing that thing.
What did you get?
You guys ever see that YouTube ad for Drone X Pro by chance? You know what I'm talking about? Oh goodness. When you see the ad, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the egg. You still got that going on?
Huh?
He said the drone egg. Did they still have
No.
that?
The drone is called the Drone X Pro. It's basically a toy grade drone.
Okay.
That's worth no more than like $30, but they keep advertising it on YouTube. They want like $100 for it, and they try to say, "Oh, we'll give you a deal if you buy two. We'll give it to you for like 150." When you guys see the ad, you'll see what I'm talking about. I thought more people might have seen it. I've been seeing it all over the place. It's called the Drone X Pro. It's a total scam.
You guys should come join me on my screen. We could do the acapella version of Bohemian Rhapsody right now.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, it looks
So
like
why
it.
is Andrew in a completely dark room?
Yeah. Well, the curtains all closed. I got all the lights in here. They're all up. I don't know. That's just one light over top. That's enough. Like I said, that's the tone. I'm the opposite. I like vampire style, especially when I'm editing. I like it dark, really dark. Yeah.
So I went over and saw Night Train last night, and I was thinking, I hope these guys don't give me a lot of crap. I don't think anyone was
shouldn't.
watching but Ed, and he was being very sweet by not mentioning it.
They shouldn't. If anybody does give you crap for it, then to that I say, hey, we all started somewhere, and hey, I've been on Edge streams before. It's funny that he titles them sometimes pretending to build something. You ever see that where he's just got something on the bench and they're all just kind of talking and BSing?
Yeah, he was showing me Alfred. I think he was trying to make me feel better. Here's Alfred, my kitty. And I was like, oh, he's so cute. It did make me feel better. Alfred's so sweet. But yeah.
Is Paul coming back on? Sorry to change. I want to ask: is he gone for the morning?
We were talking FPV. He may be gone for the.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure because I was in and out.
I didn't even think about that just now. Yeah, there we go.
Paul's joining the protests.
Yeah.
Do you imagine?
Oh.
He's got to go fill the protest this afternoon.
Yeah, you seen my comment I wrote about Merle Haggard Okie from Muskogee?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how to spell it. I usually do that. I'll just type it in Google, voice it in Google, make sure the spelling, because I don't spell Muskogee on a daily basis. I've shared some funny stuff with you guys. I can't play it to video, but if please, I'm begging you to go watch this later on. Now this, you know what Okie from Muskogee is all about, the hippie protests, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, suggested videos came up when I typed it in. And you know who sang it in 1971 in Central Park?
No.
The Beach Boys. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
And they sing it to a crowd. There's not one of them that's not so wasted on LSD that can barely breathe.
Oh my God, look at them.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. Okay, from Muskogee.
Oh my God. And they're all like, I like that they can barely stand and everything. That was so awesome. So, if you get a chance, Beach Boys, Okie from Muskogee, you'll not be disappointed. So I watched it 3 times in a row because it was that funny. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought Mr. Crowley already left, but maybe he didn't.
Merch.
Up on the stream.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Let me get back in the chat.
No.
Yeah, my son's supposed to come down today and do some weed whacking. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but
Who is?
Mario, my son.
Oh, nice. So I heard you were up on a ladder yesterday. When did you start this, Roger?
Well, when you start phoning.
You get up on a ladder, tried to get away. I found him and Kim's like, we're on a ladder. I go, we? And then I just imagined them both on the same ladder for some reason.
Do that.
I wasn't understanding.
kind of like a Laurel and Hardy event. Like
Exactly. Yes.
I'm like, that just doesn't, that's just a disaster. That's just a disaster, I'm sure.
Roger, you do not need to be up on a ladder. Good Lord.
Right? He's just like, yeah.
I don't mean that in like a bad way. It's just good
No.
Lord.
No,
People fall off
Just imagine,
ladders
Kim.
and they're done.
we put up the new cam yesterday outdoors. So
Did you hook it up?
yeah,
How come we haven't seen it?
we asked for it.
I'm asking for it.
There you go. Same picture as the last one.
Looks pretty.
But this one, this one here, you can zoom in.
Wow.
Let's see.
As far as the zoom goes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I see. At first, it looked like it was the same picture. I was like, how about the backyard now?
You see these branches moving, the trees moving with the wind? Lucky we got that wind because it would be bloody hot.
Oh, that's cool. I've noticed you're using BlueStacks. So this is like the Android app. And you're, oh, that is cool. That is really clever.
you finally got it all set up, Rudge.
Yeah. That is a clever idea. man.
Rojo and Robert came on Zoom with me and we set it all up.
Nice.
Did you do the backyard?
I'm doing it now, Val.
Okay, I wasn't seeing it, Roger. I'm not trying to. It wasn't up on ours. I'm just now seeing this slide.
That's as far as that camera goes, like that. As far as it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching when they used to show
Okay.
from the space shuttle in the 80s. We kind of get an update every couple of seconds.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Looks pretty out there.
Yeah, it's pretty windy too. Probably doesn't show on the
Oh.
cam that much, but you can see the trees moving. So, and we're planning on putting the other cam out in the back.
I thought you were gonna put it in Kim's room.
No, God, no, I don't.
Yeah. I'm sure you take it with gentle humor and not be bothered at all or get upset.
Kim in his natural habitat.
That's right. That's right.
The Furball Hub.
Yeah. But we have to go get groceries. Kim's about to eat supper. I'm not moving.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah, I don't even see him in here now, so I'm.
I got
Kim, you there?
I think he left.
I got 2 other cams now, so I gotta.
Oh, Kim's hiding then.
We went live last night. We did a very touchy subject. You've got merch. Literally, it got yellow coin the second I hit go live. The second.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right away. It was unison. Yep. So
What?
I think I'm just gonna have to start showing air. I think is what I got to start featuring. No words, just bare air, because we're getting too risque for YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I think everything's a little risque.
Yep.
You know, I went on last night, 15 minutes before I went on, I already had a dislike. Guys, I got to tell you something. The dislike and the like isn't for you disliking personalities, it's for you disliking the video. That's what it was meant to be for. Saying there was something just, not quite right, you just didn't like it. And when you do it before, that's just a personal problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure. I don't think anyone in here was doing that, but that's what it is. It's telling me it's probably a subscriber. They got notified and they have a personal problem with me in particular.
Well, they're the one with the personal problem because I've always said that if you're subscribed to somebody just so you can go over and hit the dislike button, you got issues. You got real issues going on. So.
And it's the reason why I think I've never quite been able to wrap my head around it is because I don't do it. So I can't really wrap my head around people doing that. You know, seeing someone pop up, oh, they're gonna go live, better go hit that dislike.
Yeah.
I don't, if I don't like
day.
you, I don't care enough to do it.
That's the highlight of my day. I have nothing else to do but wait for somebody I don't like to come on so I can go do that.
Yeah, it's like I said, if I don't like you, you're not even a blip in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribed and I'm not hitting the dislike.
I can't not watch you hard enough, let alone, you know, if that's the case. I don't need to be reminded that you're on, you know, not you. I'm talking about that scenario. Like, it's so
Yeah, I can do other entertaining things like have a mosquito bite me or you know, a bunch of fun stuff that would be better than having to go to a channel I disliked.
There are just a
I
lot
hate
of
to
people
say it.
who are miserable, and that is the highlight of their day. Unfortunately,
That's what I was going to say.
I'm being serious. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who are just miserable.
A lot of people come here to take out their misery from their days, their regular days, their in life days, and this is where they burn off their steam by that. So,
all right, that little dislike before you go live gives them a little shot of dopamine. They're just like,
Yep.
so much good.
They
So
set
damn.
their alarm clocks by it.
yes, pretty much. What they do, they set reminders by it. In a nutshell, they pretty much do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whoever it was couldn't stay around for me to actually start the live, so they had to get it in before I even started it.
David followed us a long time. He probably remembers our two when we first had two every time. We used to ask them if they didn't get on right away, are they okay? And we hope you're well. And we have because we wouldn't see the dislike yet, so we'd always check in with them and send them the best wishes. I could give. I'm not going to sit there and cry because of them. They're not worth it.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't even care about the 1 dislike, 2, 3, or whatever that I get. I just don't even care. It's just not worth the energy.
Pointless. It's so pointless. You know.
I wouldn't mind anybody disliking, as long as in the comments they said the reason I hit dislike was because.
Yep. But that's why that's why that was our whole argument, and they started that movement was to get rid of the dislike button because it has absolutely no purpose. It's just a pointless. If it had purpose, then one of the options that YouTube was looking at, if they didn't get rid of it, was a 3-process drop-down list. You'd have to click options.
Yeah.
Hit the dislike. You'd have to say why out of 3 options for it to be valid.
That would work. Yeah.
Exactly. But to me, just get rid of it in general. The comments are right there. If you truly didn't like something, write it and say why you didn't like it. You know, then it's a constructive point. Because anybody who's just doing it for the sake of trolling doesn't want to be seen. That's why they do that, because it's anonymous.
Yeah.
It's the anonymity that gives them the right to do it.
Or they do like they do on Twitter and Facebook when somebody
Yeah.
leaves an emoticon, you can see who's left what. It's yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's accountability to it, you know.
Yeah, on that note, I just hit Roger's like for the Canadian Drone Hub. So while we're talking about it, if you haven't done it, go ahead and hit that like. Yeah, I know, Geek Savannah. I know you don't mind the dislike button. And you know what? It occurred to me last night when I saw it before I even went on. It didn't make me it's not good feedback, Geek Savannah.
That's the thing about it. It's not good feedback. If it was in its original
There's no feedback about it.
When you go on and you get,
well, there you go.
It can be easily botted. Like last year, we were getting 170 in 10 minutes. I mean, like us or hate us, that's not proper feedback. That's a bot tool at that point. You know, it's got no bearing onto what you're doing. That's the problem with it. Comments, you want good feedback, they can actually write what's wrong, and then you can get good feedback.
I mean, I've had a few dislikes with a comment, and it's all been feedback, and you know.
Yeah.
Fine, that's what it's there for. We can't expect everybody to love what we do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think Lewis P said when he leaves a dislike, and I think Rulin does the same thing. They go and said, "Okay, I did the dislike. Here's why," and they put it in. Now, I think that's constructive.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to change what I'm doing. It doesn't mean that anybody's going to change what they're doing. But now I understand why it's there. There's purpose.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes it depends on I think it depends too on the video. Like for some really, really popular videos per se, I'll leave a dislike if I didn't like what was going on. But sorry, in a sea of like 1,000 comments, I don't want to waste my time to leave a comment about why I didn't like it. I mean, because the video creator is probably not just going to read it, but they did something, and I'm just like, I'm moving on. I'm disliking it. So maybe for smaller creators, yeah, try to leave the comment, but
No,
Like,
I hear you, Geek Swan. And you make a point on it. Everybody agrees on that point. The problem is if they could set it up, then they'd have to do like Facebook, where it actually is connected to a title. Then they can't bot it anymore. That's the thing about it. Then it can't be manipulated. It's like on Facebook, even if you like it, dislike, whatever you do, your name goes up beside it. At least there's accountability to it, and it can't be botted. Because I think of it when you have guests on and they're sitting there and they're watching 170 dislikes in 10 minutes pop up. That's not good feedback. That's a channel kill. That's sabotaging from the inside out. That's exactly what it's doing. And yes, dislikes do make a difference. Over 40% or so, it starts to affect you in the recommendations. So
yeah, I don't know. I think that when people go in and they dislike before you've even gone on,
well, no,
that
of
just
course.
tells you they don't like you.
No, exactly. It's got nothing to do
And
with the content.
here's the trick. Here's the funny thing. I know that. I know there are people in this world who do not like me. They make it very clear, and I'm okay with people not liking me.
the
But
other thing,
I
the
don't
other
see the
thing is,
purpose. It doesn't make sense to me.
okay, have any of you ever wanted to add have any of you ever watched a video, you didn't like it, but you didn't want to leave a comment because you just didn't want to draw attention to yourself, but you knew what that person was doing was crappy? And this happens a lot, I think, to people in the drone world. You don't want to stir up trouble, but at the same time, you knew they were doing something they shouldn't be doing. So maybe you give it a thumb down, you move on. That's one place where the anonymity of the thumb down has a legitimate purpose. Like I see what Geeks Von said.
Yeah, no. If it could be used, I've said it before. The best way to do it is everybody that's on YouTube that wants to comment in any shape or form has to register for free. No price to it. Just register your credit card. You get a name that's attached to it. Whatever you do on here, you get one shot at doing it. That takes out all the bottom. Yep.
Geeks Von makes a great point. Some channels will just attack you for leaving a negative comment. They're loyal audience too. Yeah, that's another problem. It's intimidating to make a comment.
The other day,
Yeah.
I saw somebody bought a drone. They brought the Mavic Mini. They had no idea about the drone regs or anything in the UK, and they went and flew it. They were breaking any number, and there aren't many in the DMARAs, of rules. I thought about leaving a comment on the thing, and then I thought no, because he's got a big loyal audience for his topic. But I went onto his Twitter account and sent him a private message to say, "Oi, do you know you're supposed to register, take an exam? Do you know you shouldn't be doing this? Do you know you shouldn't be doing that?"
Right.
And that's what I did.
Yep.
So that's good. That's constructive.
And that's
But like,
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't.
like
I
Geeks
know.
Von is saying, it's hard. You can't expect a viewer, generally speaking, who doesn't like a video to have that kind of engagement. So,
But that's what I'm saying. Like if you register onto it, or YouTube could do it with registration. Like I say, Facebook does it already. There's accountability, and it should be your name attached to whatever you do. That way, because there is too much problem with botting on here in general. As far as comments, as far as dislikes, there's all kinds of ways. And Xenia and I have been through the ringer and all of it, and it does hurt your channel a lot. Don't kid yourself, a lot.
Yeah,
It's
you know
not
what?
fun when you're working on something that many hours a week and just having it constantly toyed with. It's
yeah,
not.
they need to do something about the botting.
Yes.
It's just really, really difficult.
And that's why you have a register onto it. Otherwise, your likes don't count, your comments don't go in. You have nothing to say. You can watch to your heart's content, but you can't interact in any way. That keeps all that down.
Bye.
Yeah, I think botting and the botting and revenge dislikes are really definitely two different things, even though they all hurt. It's
Monetization changed all that. The famous 1,000, 4,000 turned into a bunch of savages on here.
It was crazy when that happened, but I'll say something. I've gotten some on my lawnmower video. I got some very negative comments on there because they're like, okay, so you just didn't know how to turn it on, really? Like dummy, but they don't say dummy. And I leave those on and I go, yeah, crazy, huh? And I'll just answer it like that, LOL. And then, but I get just as many comments that say, oh my God, that's exactly what I did. I thought it was broken. And so it's just what it is. I don't mind the negative comment. I don't really mind the dislikes. I think I have as many dislikes, like 95 90 some likes. It's exactly. I don't mind those.
But negative comments we got to expect on here. We can't be on YouTube and not
No,
expect.
that's okay.
That I can live with. It's got nothing to do. My feelings are not easily hurt. It's got nothing to do with that. I get why people don't like us. I get why people do like. I can see both sides, and you have to be if you're going to be on here and realize
You know what?
for everybody.
And you know what? Sometimes the anonymity of negative comments can actually help your channel. It can actually give you a kick in the pants to make a little change that might be positive. Like, for example, some people have bitched that when I've been on the bench, I don't have long fingernails anymore on the bench. Sometimes I take a while to cut my nails. I used to get comments, dude, cut your nails. Clean your nails. They're gross, man. What the hell? Those comments, they hurt. And I can't change what's on my channel now, but I think about it. I say, all right, you know what? Before I do this, I'm going to cut my fingernails. I'm going to get rid of any of my hangnails and all this other crap, and then I'll do it. And it makes the video look better. People aren't being distracted by your crappy nails.
But I mean,
Generally, people want to look at my nails.
Why does it have to be anonymous to say that? I mean, there's that's a valid argument.
Well, some people aren't going to say stuff to your
beard.
face. That's just the straight truth. They're not going to tell you that unless they're anonymous.
Oh my God, some go on live streams and say 10 times worse to people. That I don't think wallflower is an issue on YouTube.
I think Vaughn says people tell him to clip his beard. Really? Sean, you have a nice, neat beard. No homo.
I think people have no trouble voicing their opinion with their name loud and clear. And I didn't mean change it to their actual name. I meant just their channel name.
Hey,
Facebook
Grant.
is doing it, and it's not even close to the same size as YouTube. Hey, Grant, what's going on, bud?
Yeah, I don't mind if they're constructive and I've had people come on and say, maybe but it's the before. Just don't bother. Why are you bothering me?
A lot of times I hate to take
just
them with them. A lot of times those fade away anyways when they do them early enough into it before you go live. So they're really pointless interaction. A lot of times YouTube removes them anyways. So
Yeah, and it doesn't bother me as much as I just can't wrap my head around it.
oh, I always said because they're idiots. I
Just
went
can't wrap my head around. I'm just like,
yeah.
really?
That's
Yeah,
easy
and then
to track. They got
And then then there's the feedback too that you get that you're not going to be able to do anything about. Like, I get people who say, dude, your voice sucks. Wow, I can't even hear it. It's like chalk on it's like scratching on a chalkboard. Wow. Or they ask, are you a girl? Oh, it's like, oh my God. But what can I do about that? I can't
I
change
don't
it.
know at the time. I'm sorry. You didn't have your beard. I'm sorry. I keep paying for that comment.
No, the one I got I thought was so stupid. You're fat and ugly. Okay, not sure I can change it ugly. Maybe I can lose a little weight. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell, guy?
Yeah.
Shut up. And I just deleted his comment because it was a personal attack. It wasn't the one like, come on, you couldn't figure out how to do your lawnmower, really?
Well, look at
Really,
this.
girl?
Somebody said I would be better off if they're glad they're single and not stuck like me with somebody like Xenia because of her voice and everything else.
Oh, they wish they were with.
That stuff you gotta laugh at. I could care.
They wish.
Whenever you hear stuff like that, you got to take it where it's coming from and just because they're idiots.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, like, talk about having an accent. I have a little bit of an accent. I'm from New Jersey, and people go like, "Oh, are you a relative of Joe Pesci?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am.
John Cooper's
Hey,
a superstar.
Paul.
Cooper's a superstar.
Geeks Vaughn, I appreciate that. Geeks Vaughn says that my voice is one of the reasons he watches my channel.
There
And
you
it's
go.
engaging. I appreciate that, man.
You know what? I get
He's
that
buttering me up.
people
He's buttering me up.
want to pick things that you can't change and attack you there, but it just doesn't make sense to me. You have a fine voice. I mean,
No, I appreciate that.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I get that people are stupid.
Grant
That's
does
why
not happy.
I'm talking to some of you.
Grant's is not happy with their own life, trying to bring you down. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
That's right.
Yeah, and you know what? To be fair, everybody hears things a little differently, and there are people's voices that I'll say straight up. Some people's voices, it's like, oh my God, I kind of can't stand that voice. I get it. I understand it. So, but it's nothing I can change. So to leave a comment about that,
Take
it's
the most
really, really mean. Okay, thanks, dude. What
Take
can I do? I can't change my voice. I can't get a new voice. Well, commit today. Maybe you can.
Take the biggest movie of all time. Take the biggest book of all time. Take the biggest song of all time. There's people that really hated it, big time.
Of course.
Not if you come on here thinking you're for everybody, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt. And the greatest day of your life is when you realize you're not for everybody. You can't be all things to all people. The demographic is gigantic on here. You got to know where you go and be great with people that will come in. I always said I have respect for two types of people on here. Those come in and say that they love what we do, and those that come in and say they hate what we do. Because if they hate what we do, that means they know what they like. They're not going to drag around. They're not going to be a problem. It's not for them, and they're going to go find something they like. And you know what? Total respect to you on that.
Hey,
always.
Tim.
And that's why I hate you, Andrew. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not the only one. I'm in the same boat, Don, so don't feel bad.
Little guy in a bike. Yeah.
I hate it. I can't stand them. There's nothing I like about it. I worked with a bunch of Beatle fans of that music company. I used to celebrate the birthday of the guy that shot John Lennon. I make a little $5 cake. I brought one every year in. I made one guy cry almost every year in the guitar department.
Andrew, bad.
I like stirring the pot just to get them going. Yeah. The French go nuts over Beatles here. It's hilarious. It's funny.
Let me
Really?
just say, Beatles were a really big deal here.
Mhm.
John Lennon, all that stuff was a very big deal here. But I like the stuff like Hey Jude. I like the really early.
David's gonna give me a blast.
The Beatles were little more than a boy band. Come on.
Oh,
They were a boy band.
There we go. Yes, David is the man.
And I didn't get their little runaround films, but I'm sure was okay. But here's the thing: I liked Elvis Presley, so beat me up for that one. When I was little, I thought he was very cool. So I didn't like the bands that came over and started inching him out. I was like Beatles, but now I like the Beatles. It took me a while. Don't take Elvis Presley away, but then he took himself out. So there you go. Yeah.
They weren't my. But then again, the same as the Beach Boys. Like I was just talking about a while ago. I thought that was funny, but I was never a fan. I don't know. There's certain.
Well, they were just an older style boy band.
Mhm.
All of them. They were the one of the first, the Beach Boys. They were
Yep.
just
Manufactured.
yeah. And now they have boy bands all over the place. And what is up with that? What is that? The South Korean boy bands?
Oh my God! Yeah. Well, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
If I tried to dance like that, my hips would be totally out. My legs would be out of socket. I'd just be laying on the ground flipping.
But you would look so much prettier if you were done by them because they have the greatest nails and hair in the world. That's what.
They got some good makeup too.
Oh yeah. They're
The boys.
they're Revlon.
I remember that night, Bill. And I went, "Oh,
Little tip, Andrew, and everyone to get better traction on advertising your videos on social media. Promote with a video. Promote with a video.
Promote with the video, your video.
Some of them, yeah. Facebook, for instance, is not such a good thing depending on to how to do it. If you're promoting your direct video from YouTube and stuff like that, because you fall to the bottom of the priority list. Usually what we do is we put up the thumbnail and then see the first comment for link, because otherwise you're pushed. Like if you usually get 100 clicks on a picture, you'll maybe get 3 on a YouTube video.
It's a little more work, but what I've been doing with some of my reviews is I'll do a 20-second clip of some parts, upload that to the post, and then leave a link to the video.
Exactly. Then
Like you were saying, you're right. Facebook really just doesn't favor YouTube videos.
No. The algorithm is just in a complete mess right now with everything going on. We've had the world pandemic, and now what's going on, everything is so suppressed right now. It's not just us. I'm watching all the people that I know, and I'm seeing their numbers, and I'm like, yeah, this is nowhere they should be. Even the one that should have 800 only has 400.
Let me ask you something. Did Facebook just take away their share button on some of the videos?
I don't know. I'm not
because
a big Facebook
my
user.
dad posted something and I was going to share it, but there's no share button. I went to other videos. There's no share buttons on some of them. And I thought that was on everything.
On videos posts or just videos?
On just comment stuff.
I think it depends on the privacy setting of the source now, whether there's a share or not.
Oh, okay.
Some of them do. If and some of them don't. Some of them can be shared and some can't. Depends.
Good. I'm just looking right
And
now.
only for friends. Oh, okay, Rulin.
Oh,
Yeah, I forget that people still have privacy on their stuff because I'm not used to seeing.
But it is. It's changing by the day now. They're all going through such a redo in most of their platforms, and there is some new things that we've heard coming out for Facebook. I'll not tell them right now, but
Yeah.
it might get a bit weirder on there. Let's just say.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking with somebody the
Yeah.
other day. I'm like, I'm at the point that if I wasn't a member of drone groups and didn't have people on Messenger, I would just delete my Facebook account. I'm honestly I'm just tired of reading people's opinions. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's gotten bad in the last 5 months, okay? Last 5-6 months, I've had enough of people's opinions about things.
I love John's cat opinions when his cat goes on and goes, "What the hell? What kind of soldering job is that, John? I could do it better with my paws." And I'm like, "Yeah, kitty cat, hang in there. It'll be okay."
Poor Nissan.
Nissan.
That's his name.
That's kind of the problem that went on with Facebook and the live streams is a lot of people came from Facebook more when they heard about money, and the one that used to leave the annoying paragraph now can leave an annoying 4-hour long rant that never ends on a live stream. That's kind of what it's become. It's not really content. It's more just kind of this popped in my head, that popped in my head. Let's talk.
We have a lot of that.
The thing about Facebook is when somebody puts up an opinion as fact, and then somebody else takes that as their source for something. That
It's
gets
on
me.
Facebook. I read it. It
Must be true. I read it on
It
Facebook.
feels true, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
About every week we get somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I just heard that YouTube is changing the watch hour requirements." That's been going on for the last 2 years since we've been on YouTube. There's always
Yeah, exactly.
and somebody, well, they told me in a live stream, or oh, I seen it on a post and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's what happens all the time on here. From that stuff all the way up to medical, et cetera, every class of group. There's so much misinformation flying around, and it's like, well, I heard them say it.
Yeah, I know. You heard it on the internet. It must be true. I've been hearing that since 2004.
Yeah, it's made us all fact
But no, Facebook, it's not just the misinformation. It's just Facebook has just become a garbage dump because, people have strong opinions about all the stuff that's going on. It's just like, oh. That goes for both sides, and it's just like a lot of the arguments. Here's the sad thing. I was talking about this with one of my friends. A lot of the arguments, they don't end positively. Okay, like what I would consider a good end to a debate on Facebook is both people, even if they don't change each other's minds, they come to a respectable disagreement and they learn something. 99% of the time that doesn't happen. It just ends up being a pissing match, and everybody's pissed.
Yeah.
And nobody learns anything.
And what happens on YouTube now? You get somebody who says something in a live stream they don't agree with. There's another live stream starts in 30 minutes where they're going to tear them a new one and find anybody else who doesn't agree with them, and it becomes like a pitchfork session, like that type of thing. Yeah.
When I go on Facebook and I read like people I really like, they put some stuff that I just so don't agree with. I just don't comment. I just don't comment.
Same here.
That's their opinion. I move on. And then if somebody does, I usually leave them a little heart or something. If I agree with it, I'll say something. But I just don't bother in the argument because I've begun to realize as I'm older, getting old, that I'm not going to change anyone's opinion. By the time they're around my age or they're a little bit younger than me, I'm not changing where they stand.
You're 100% right, and that's why I don't get involved in those
statements.
But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah, they have a right to their opinion. I just don't agree with it, and I just leave it alone.
If you go look on my Facebook now, it's either a link to my latest video or some really bad corny jokes.
Right.
That's really all I post now.
A lot of mine is just I'll post sometimes like come to Rogers, we're having fun. I'll put on my Twitter, I'll put people's shows. If if I'm in their chat, I will a lot of times put it in Twitter or up on my board. Not that that changes any kind of world or brings
Actually,
anybody in, but I do it.
That's not quite true. I had a go at the Forestry Commission the other day,
Did you?
Twitter and Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was to do with you know, I can go to work, I can go to the supermarket, I can go to the shops, I can go and do this, I can go and do that, but I can't go to the forests. And that's down. And I had so I did post some opinion, if you like.
And I hate to say it, the forest is probably a safer place to be.
Yeah.
If you're social distancing than in a closed building, right? But there you go. But that's more government. I wait till after tax time to complain about government.
Well, I think that's one thing everybody could agree on. No one likes tax time.
Yeah, I just like, I love you, government. After tax time. Yeah, what the hell?
There's Paul
Oh
Murray.
my God, Paul. You're so funny. But why does Paul not have his little icon-y?
What do you mean, iconic?
That's John. That's always Paul's. That's what he has.
Paul's only have that.
I had an avatar.
Are we sure it's Paul?
Paul, you should put a. Paul, you should
Well,
put
it's got a
a.
wrench.
Yeah, or something.
That's
Yeah,
all-
just a picture of Paul.
Or Mia.
Mia. Yes, it could be a Mia.
We're gonna fix that for him. Just so everything got crazy, but we're doing that for Paul.
It's a logo. He does. Oh, I hear my coffee. Is it there?
Yeah. I can get around this dog. I can't.
Is it Ranger?
Yeah, I can. And you're up. Damn it. Okay, everything's gonna fall down here, and I gotta figure this out. Here we go.
Okay, you figure that out. I'll take the coffee.
Okay, get on, Ranger.
Yeah, there we go. Ah. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Did you silence me?
No.
Oh,
You heard
darn.
You heard everything.
There you go. Yeah, my dogs, after the big fight, Ranger is just going to stick to me like glue.
Okay.
Because Snickerdoodle decided to try to grab my arm with his mouth to pull me to the door. I looked at him, I said, really? You think you're alpha now? I don't think so. And he lets go and Ranger's around. And I thought, no, we're not doing this again.
Oh.
We're not doing it again. You guys just stop. My God. My children never fought with each other. Now I got dogs that do it. What the hell? Snickerdoodle. I found a burrow. Is that what it's called? A burrow?
Yeah.
Some plants had grown over this thing, just like a little thing, right? And then in it, there was a hole that was dug about this deep where animals could be in and hidden in there.
Mhm.
Who the hell did that?
I don't know. Bunch of animals. Dig. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be a skunk, could be a groundhog, could even be a dog.
But I thought groundhogs were
I used
underground.
to have a dog that dig really deep in the ground, just sleep in it. It was much cooler.
The animal hub.
Well, this would explain why I go out back and I'm like, I can't find my animal.
Yeah.
Especially that stupid little snickerdoodle. I can't find him at all. I'm like, where are you? I'm running all over. But it's like one of those hidden things like people use in the woods.
Yeah.
You found their secret den
A
now.
deer blind or something. Now my animals are doing it. Great. Psychos, little psycho animals.
Guys, I gotta take off. I gotta make a phone call, but you guys take care of yourselves.
Okay, Andrew, you
Should I
take
get my
Take
phone,
care.
Andrew?
What's that?
Should I get my phone? Be ready.
Sure, yes, well, yes, please. Yes. And don't move a muscle. Take care, everybody. Have a
Tell
good day.
Ksenia I said hi.
I shall. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye, Andrew.
Get my phone. I'll just wait.
Everybody, check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or way out.
Go for city blocks. Yeah, I thought Geek Savannah did a good video yesterday on Skydio.
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 Oh,
I
it's
didn't
icon.
realize Skydio was still in everything, but they are.
Yeah, they're still in it. They're still in it. And you know, the article that Geeksmana made drew his video from, I thought it was really interesting to think about because you know Skydio's got the government contracts and all that, and they talked about how you know their drones could potentially be used in ways that they might not have intended as a result of that. Something I hadn't even really considered when you have those kinds of contracts.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I just, I watched that yesterday. But, you know. Oh. See it. Hey, Kevin, do you see my pocket purse out there? Okay, can you kind of bring it to me? Like you're my servant?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm gag me with a spoon. Go.
Anafi, new one coming special. Do you have it? Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's so bad, like your servant.
I know. He so doesn't listen to me. Kevin doesn't. Half the time. Look what I got. Kim says I'm not supposed to be showing the numbers.
No.
I don't know. I'll cover them.
Is it a credit card? Oh, you're 101.
Is it a credit card? If it is, give me.
It's my 107.
Congrats. You got your
Congratulations. That's super official.
Yes. Now I'm just going to put it on my forehead. And then when I do my build videos, I'll earn me some respects.
Don't leave that card around your building.
They're just going to look and go, how did she ever get that?
You wouldn't want to melt your card or something. Don't leave it in your build area.
Right?
Oh, I've melted things with a soldering iron too. That's always fun.
Definitely.
You just find your iron is somewhere.
I was trying to be careful, and for some reason when I was soldering, I took it off and I just poked my finger, and I was like, what the hell did I do that for? I was like, I think, last night was not a good night. I don't think I was just kind of out of it. Okay,
well, it's always fun when you put your iron down, you're doing something, and you're like, what's that smell? Oh shit.
Yeah, I do. I usually do like this, bend over, and I'm like, shh, as I'm holding it to the side. Shh. Why is some of your hair shorter? Look at that. Because I decided to do this. What's that smell? Hair does not smell good, Fern. It does not.
Boy.
All drones should have machine gun option. Lightsabers would be cool.
Don't forget, everybody, I'll be closing down at noon today.
What time is it? For real, Roger?
11:37.
For real?
For real.
But yesterday you closed down early. Don't you feel you have to make up for that lost time?
No, because I'm on again tonight.
I'm just messing with you, man. Don't take it so
tonight.
serious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just messing with you, man. Relax.
I know.
You're on so much that I don't think anybody should ever complain about not having enough time with you.
Yeah, true.
See what I got?
He said, oh yeah.
Hair
They
cutters.
came like in a day. Okay, let's see.
It's
The only thing is, see, I do this, it didn't come off. And I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. What came off of there? But I think this is 18 gauge wire. So I put it in the 18 gauge hole
Okay.
and it doesn't work.
So it
I
must
have
be
to put it in the even in the 20, it's just not doing it. And I'm wondering, oh, it did at that time, but it frayed it a little bit, so I don't know what's happening with it. I have to figure it out. But now I gotta.
Corey says silicone wire.
Might very well be. Is that a bad thing?
No, that's what you want. You don't want that. You know, if it's silicone right away, just, you know, based on how it feels. If it's that plastic hard wire, then yeah. If it's all,
This is all bendy.
yeah, then it's the silicone probably. The silicone's what cuts away easily.
But I will tell you that when I use that, it cuts some of the wire.
Oh, see, that shouldn't be happening. Maybe it's not silicone then.
I don't know what it is, but I know I was not happy with how this. I did better just using my fingers to do the thing.
Oh, Blind Neil says a hint for when using hot things. Get your hair tied back. Yes, exactly. That'll do it. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I probably needed to do that, and I didn't just flip it up, but I didn't do it.
You don't think about it. You don't think about it until it happens.
Gonna
I,
happen, yeah.
I'm gonna have burn marks all over me. I kept sticking myself. It's pretty good.
Corey says, nope, that's good. It's just you with my thumb and pinch with the thumbnail.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah,
do that a
that's
lot
what I
too.
like doing because I think oh, shouldn't do that one. I just think it's easier with my thumbnail. Just oh well. Unless it were bigger. What the? So what are you doing today, Roger? You putting up your other cameras? Is that what I heard?
No, today, my son's supposed to come over to do the weed whacking. And, I don't know, I'll be doing things around the house. I gotta do the dishes. I gotta do some things around the house. So,
Oh, good.
You gonna vacuum?
no, I'll leave that up to him.
Okay, Kim, get the vacuum out. Okay.
He's got to vacuum the dog today, too.
Oh, poor.
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she loves it.
my dogs do not.
Kim says, bugger it. We're going to try and fly, though. I mean, if the wind just calms down, we're going to go out and fly.
Oh, good idea. That'd be nice.
Good. You've been liking the Mavic Mini?
Who?
You've been liking the Mavic Mini?
Yeah, when I can fly it. The freaking weather here, it never gives us a break.
Yeah, I hear that. That's why I'm not flying today.
Kim's gone on strike.
I almost wanted to pull the trigger on a Mini a couple weeks ago. Paul talked me out of it, though.
You were gonna get one?
Yeah, because I had a weird deal because I had points from buying my television and all that, and I can only use them on this specific site. And they had a Mavic Mini up for its regular price, but they were also throwing in an SD card and a case and a whole bunch of other crap. But Paul's just like, just save your money for the Mavic Air 2.
True. I think that's probably good advice for you.
Well, I'm getting that DJI system this weekend. I'm praying and hoping that the Father's Day prices are real, because if they are, boom, the buy button will be done for me. It will be a done deal.
Cool.
And then you'll have the DJI.
The goggles and 2 air units. And
There
for
you
any of you
go.
guys who don't know, if you can hold off buying from DJI until Father's Day, it's well, June 12th is when they're supposedly going to start this. They got a
Okay.
huge sale coming up. They're giving money off the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic 2 Zoom, and all the DJI FPV stuff. So if there's any interest in any of that from you guys, wait for it.
But not for the Mavic Mini or the Mavic.
No, that's
Air
not.
2.
Supposedly, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. But any of that other stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
good.
mean, the normal price for the FPV experience bundle, which is you get 2 air units and the goggles, the normal price is like $829 or something like that. Something like that, right? Because each air
Yeah.
unit is like 150 or whatever. Goggles are normally like 500 something. The Father's Day price is $639 for that bundle. The
Okay.
goggles are going from 500 something to $400, and then the bundle it's even better.
Wow.
So I've been waiting to see something like that for a while now.
Hey, Slippery, nice to see you. Long time no see.
Slippery.
DJI is going for the discounts.
Yep, trying to get it in everyone's hands real fast. I like the Zoom.
Yeah, the Zoom is nice, but I probably would never get it
How come?
because the Zoom and I think Paul will tell you this too. The Zoom is not that good in low light conditions, and I would want a camera that I can use no matter what in any kind of light conditions. And the Mavic 2 Pro is just way better in that. The Zoom, you're just not going to get that.
So, a question. They're selling the Zoom right now, one of them, and they're saying excludes remote control and battery charger. Well, what good is it if it doesn't have those things? You
It's
just
great
hold it
if
in
you
the
had
air
a
and
Zoom
touch it?
that flew away on you or you crashed it or what.
No, it says it doesn't have a remote control or battery.
Right, and I'm saying, well, if you had a Mavic
Oh.
Zoom and you have a controller but no drone, that's a great package for you.
Okay.
For people who
I
screwed
see.
up their Zoom. Yeah.
Okay. I see. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like a bind and fly kind of thing.
I was like, who would want that? Oh, I see. And so the Mavic Air 2 is on here for $799.
Yeah, that will not be going on any kind of Father's Day sale, but who knows? Maybe they'll do something, but I doubt it. I think it's too new. It's too hot.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's probably true. But if you buy it at the $799, you still get a battery, right? You still get the charger. You get all that, but what you don't get is extra props, or you get some props, but they're not, a whole bunch. And then they
Right.
give you 3 batteries, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of cords and things like that. I think Paul has that Fly More combo.
Yeah, Paul always goes for the Fly More bundles, but someone could very easily get by with just the base package. I mean, it flies for a long time on one battery, right?
Yeah. So I think it makes sense.
Welcome back, Paul.
Hey, back. Hey, Val, let me explain to you why there's that package on the Mavic.
Okay.
Mavic 2 Mavic Zoom uses the same controller, uses the same batteries, and some guys wanted to have both aircraft. Why did they need to have 2 controllers? Why did they have to have 2 battery chargers? All that stuff, when you can just use the same controller with this one, same controller with that one, or they have a smart controller, which you can use any of them with.
Yeah. See, that makes sense too.
Yep.
Because what was happening was guys were buying the smart controller, or they already had either the 2 or the Zoom, and they just wanted to buy the aircraft because why do I want more expensive? And so they
Right.
were flooding the market selling the other things, and the other people would say, well, it's new, it's never been used, but yeah, it was purchased and it was this and that and every other thing. So
That makes sense. That makes sense. The flyway thing does too.
yeah,
But
because John
I'd be
Coopy
hunting that little bastard down. I mean, sorry.
John Coopy uses
If 700 was flying down the road,
yeah,
it'd
John
be
Coopy
hunted.
uses, when John Coopy uses a smart controller, it comes up and it says, okay, the Go 4 app, and then it might have the zoom in the screen, and he can flick it and go to the Pro.
I don't have the smart controller though, just so everyone knows.
Switches. Yep.
I wish I did. It's great, but I just
But
can't justify it.
Does anyone have the smart controller on here? You have the Crystal Sky.
Yeah, I
right?
had a smart controller and I sold it because at the time I had purchased it for the Enterprise, which didn't work with the smart controller. Now they fixed that a few months later, but by then I'd already sold both my Enterprises. So
John
Yeah.
Donato's got the smart controller, hasn't he? We were
yep.
the other day.
A lot of guys have the smart controller, love it, but what they don't love is
No.
the new ones don't. You can't load the Go app on the smart controller and get it to work.
You would think these things would be a little more interchangeable, but I guess not. You buy more if they're not.
Yeah, it's like my Crystal Sky stuff. I cannot fly my Mavic Air 2 with my Crystal Sky, even though it's DJI, and it's OcuSync 2, OcuSync 2, OcuSync 2. Just nope.
Yes, well, it's like we were talking about. I think you and I were talking about it, Paul, like a couple weeks ago. How DJI just seems to move on at some point from an app. Like they've pretty much moved on from Go 4, and now the focus is on this new app, and it's not going to use it for any of the new drones.
Yeah, exactly. So it just leaves a lot of people out there scratching their head, going like, "Well, when are you guys going to catch up with this?" You know.
Hey, Paul, your Amazon prices are going to go up. You see what Computer Chicks put up?
Yes, I know.
Wow. Ugh, really? That's terrible.
My favorite place to shop.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of like my way of having a little slice of Val's life, because she has her own manservant there in the house doing everything. I look at Amazon as bringing me stuff, you know?
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that sounds. I had that sound going in there. Okay, I did not. It was showing a bunch of stuff, but not the burning, a large fire. I think I had ordered something that came from Redland, but it already left yesterday. It should be here today.
You were lucky.
Yeah.
They were talking about Amazon yesterday boarding up or something like that.
Doing what?
They were talking about that Amazon yesterday on the news. You were afraid of it or something like that, something happening.
Why? Oh, because protests or just because?
Yeah, for protests.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Nothing on the BBC, the UK outlets about any fire there, so I can't share from this end. They're still talking about yesterday's news, really.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the link either for some reason. And if I hit anything, it's going to start playing it.
Yeah, that link that I followed the same link, Val, and I couldn't find it there.
Yeah, Computer Check. It's I just looking down.
Well, the only thing is, Computer Check, what you got to keep in mind is that distribution center in Redlands is only one of about 35 or 40 other distribution centers of the same size across the country. I have one west of Detroit that's just massive. Roger's got one that's massive. That's what?
Yeah,
Just
they're gonna finish building it in December here.
yeah. They're just building those
Oh, okay. Computer center.
centers all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one here they're building, and they have a distribution here that's smaller. But we have them all over the place too.
Yeah, I think we've got two in this country. We've got one in Scotland and one somewhere in England. The one in Scotland's near Glasgow or Edinburgh. But
I think that's why I got these so fast. They were in the distribution center here in Boise. So yeah. Oh well.
if I want something in a hurry, it's Amazon I go for. If I want something cheap, I usually go to eBay.
Yeah, if I wanted something really hurry, I'd just go out and get it. But anymore,
Where I live, I don't have that option. The nearest place where I could get drone parts is probably 200 miles away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, drone parts, but like little things like this,
electronics or cameras or anything like that.
Ooh.
I love where I live, but it's the disadvantage. We don't have all the big shopping centres and what have you.
Even if you did, I can tell you. Well, at least here where I am in the States, hobby shops, they tend to be a joke when it comes to what we're looking for. You really have to be living right next to some of the major U.S. vendors that sell what we're looking for. Most hobby shops, you walk into them, a lot of them is just stuff from like Horizon Hobby. They're Spectrum radios. They're these planes, helicopters. They're not for us drone builder type people. They just don't have the stuff.
Yeah. My other hobby, which the kind of the wife's taken over, stills photography. Even when we had things like Jessops and that locally, they didn't carry what everybody was looking for. But they can only carry so much stock. I agree. But now we've got nothing but supermarkets locally, really. But when you go along to Elgin, the town along the road, there's nothing specialised there anymore. There's supermarkets, there's big furniture stores and DIY stores and the like, but nothing to go out and buy a bit for a camera or something for drones or something for radio or something for whatever. Even the smaller shops for TV and that kind of thing have disappeared.
Everybody, don't forget to check out Mr. Crawley. He's going to be on at 2 o'clock this afternoon, guys. So you check out his channel this afternoon. And I'll be back on at 8 p.m. tonight.
Yep.
Good.
And Val's Life will be on tomorrow night.
No.
Well, that's Saturday night.
Sunday night. Today's Friday, Roger.
I do Fridays.
Oh, you're doing tonight?
Yeah, but only for an hour. You can be on at 8.
Only for an hour. You'll be on at 8.
You'll be on at 8.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, because I think an hour of Sims flying is plenty. What happens why we elongate that is because people wait to come in and they kind of come in, and it takes 2 hours. But I'm just going to say, guys, let's fly at 7. Let's do an hour, and then we're going to go and raid Roger's channel.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
problem.
that'll work.
8 o'clock tonight.
And then Sunday night, Desmond Dunders. I'm going to be interviewing him.
He's got
7 p.m.
David.
It's going to be very cool.
David's going to be on, and you're going to get to see behind the whiskers.
That's right. Everyone knows you have to shave to come on my show.
Really?
I'm going to say goodbye to everybody in the chat. So, on the stream.
Hey guys, I got company. I will talk to you guys later.
Okay,
Peace.
John.
Bye, John.
Bye.
The limousine arrived for John.
The little
Yeah,
kitty
sure.
cat come for a play date.
Take care, everyone in the chat. You'll see us all tonight, 8 o'clock. And Val's Life at 7 o'clock tonight.
For game night. Bye,
Okay.
guys. Bye, Nomad.
Bye, Nomad.